Hello and welcome. It's Soul Saturday. Hello, everybody. Hello, Prostar, Asdru, Fluffy, Whimsius. Hello, Sinju, Joseph, Dom, Jin. Hello, Dice God, Mudkip. Hello, Nick. Hello, Zebus. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you all are having a fantastic weekend. Prostar, thank you very much for 41 months. God damn, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around for so goddamn long. That means a ton. Dice God, thank you very much. Yeah, Dice God, thank you very much for 24 months. My oh my. 2 years, brother. Here's to another 2 and then 2 more. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Jen, thank you very much for 3 months. My. Goodness gracious. I think it's because we've been hanging out so much in the Discord and playing games together that I'm like, yeah, Jen's been here for ages. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. And my goodness. Immediately following it up with 20 gifted subs. Goodness gracious. Jesus. Thank you, brother. That is insanely generous of you. We need to beat Valheim soon. We need to beat Valheim soon. And if you got a gifted sub from Jin, be sure to say thank you. Jin is very, very generous. D&D? Don't worry, brother. Don't worry, Foodward. That's what we're working on today. We are working on the maps. Trust me. I'll explain. All right, I'll explain. Let me get into my seat and everything like that. I've also got a rat waiting. Hold on.
Oh.
So let me explain.
I pull the seat out from under you.
You wish you could. Look at you. You're tiny.
What the fuck?
Look at you, tiny.
No, I'm just far
tiny
away.
Slab of bacon.
No, we're just like 5 feet away from the camera.
I just positioned all the way against the back wall.
Yeah, you're like right up there, right next to the crowd, and we're like way in the back.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the size of a normal person. I'm the size of you, a bear-sized rat.
Yeah.
I think that's more terrifying, is that Zebus is the size
Yeah,
of
the rat's
a
actually a freak. The rat is actually a freak.
So
New
I'm
York
jonesing
rat.
hard for it. I know. So, unfortunately, as is kind of common with individuals who create content, or run games and the like, because you are creating content when you're running D&D games for your homies and your friends, is sometimes you get hit with a little bit of creative block. And I talked about it before, where there was a moment where I was like, I'm doing really good with my maps. And then I saw somebody who was better at making maps than me, and I went, I'm dog shit. Now hold on. Jesus Christ. Give me a fucking second here to explain the situation before you start lambasting me. All right.
But it's my favorite thing to do.
So I went through a situation like that where I was like, I'm doing good maps. I'm happy. Games are fun. And then I saw somebody else who makes amazing maps, made my maps look like dog water, and I went, fuck. And then there's the added situation, which I've just recently come to terms with, is that one of our long-standing players, who's been in my games since basically as long as I've been running D&D, running Pathfinder, it will no longer be playing with us. So, you know, when you've had like a core group for a while, and that changes, right? Because of life or what have you. In this instance, it was a good change. He's, you know, moving in with his girlfriend. He's super happy. They got a house together, all this stuff. It still kind of like shakes everything up. And can kind of, you know, like break morale and motivate you. And that's kind of what happened. I've recently come to terms with it. There were like a couple of moments, like a couple days back, where I'd go downstairs and I'd expect to see Dante, who's the cat that I've basically known since that cat was a kitten, like a little itty bitty baby. I'd expect to see them at the bottom of the stairs, and they weren't there. And I was just like, oh, that's right, they're fucking gone. Or I'd walk out of the room and I'd see my former roommate's door open and the room is empty. There's no Dante, there's no nothing. You know, when you've lived with a person for like almost a fucking decade and you've known them for longer, and then they move out, it kind of like takes the wind out of you. If you're a big old pussy like me, which I am. So.
Aren't we all big old pussies?
That's not being a pussy, that's being a human with feelings.
So I've basically come to terms with it. And I was like, I want to play Pathfinder again. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna try to cook up some maps. And hang out. Do all that fun stuff. We're gonna work on the third layer of the Necromancer's castle. And then I mean, if that doesn't jive, then we'll go ahead and we'll hop on over and start working on the Oracle's lair. Though if we work on the Oracle's lair, I'll need to learn how to make puzzles.
What?
Yeah, the Oracle, like, you're not going to do much fighting at the Oracle's tower. It's going to be a lot more like puzzles and stuff.
Oh no, this asshole.
What do you mean, man? You guys did great with the last set of puzzles. Like, you guys, like, fucking rocked it.
I can't wait to leave the Oracle's smarmy ass little puzzle dungeon. And the Oracle's like, oh, thank God you've came. And then I proceed to deck them in the face for the 2 hours of my life they've wasted with asinine fucking riddles. And I'm like, how dare you make me feel stupid?
What? I gotta show you. That was not my...
I decked them again.
Wait for the surprise if you stream on the 5th of May. Well, I'll let you know right now. I won't be streaming on the 5th of May because that's when we'll be doing our session 1 or session 0 of the IO TTRPG.
Oh.
Ooh.
Where I will be playing a disciple. I'll be playing a priest who will eventually become a crusader. I need to open my YouTube music. Did anything ever happen regarding the Elpros campaign? Never heard about it again. I'm still kind of waiting for the boys to get back to me, honestly. They all agreed to play Pathfinder, which is super dope. Looks like, yeah, the last message was on the 25th of March. But, you know, people get busy. Kind of get, you know, caught up in things and doing all the stuff that they do. all four of the people in the game are streamers. Some of them also have jobs. So we're I'm waiting until everybody's good to play. We still have like the dungeons and everything made. You plan on playing more Oblivion in the future? Yeah, I was playing Oblivion last night actually. I got to my first Oblivion gate. I wish. So here's my thing. I wish that there was like a slider in between expert and acolyte.
Yeah.
Because acolyte's too easy. You one-shot everything, basically.
Nothing does damage to you in acolyte difficulty.
Correct. An acolyte,
real
I can
problem.
like sit there and tank like 4 Daedras and be a-okay. But if I do, or adept. But when I do expert, I do no damage and I get my shit rocked. Even when I'm like perfect blocking and stuff, because they still do damage. Like they're still dealing damage through my shield. So I wish that there was like an in between.
So in old Oblivion there was, because in old Oblivion it wasn't these difficulty setters. It was just a slider that you just adjusted to determine exactly what damage you wanted people doing versus how much damage you were doing. And I guess they got rid of that and just went with the usual like Skyrim difficulties. However, they didn't. They just like took all that adjusts is how much damage you do and how much damage enemies do to you. So adept is 1 for 1, times 1 times 1.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing else changes. I was perfectly content staying on expert and hating myself like I normally do. However, I realized that I had technically cheated the system by going conjuration. Because the summons that you summon scale just like the enemies do.
interesting.
So if you want to feel like you're doing really well but are actually just doing nothing, what you can do is you can go into conjuration and then watch your little minions start to kill everything while you are pecking away like a little bird.
Huh.
Just play Pokemon instead, really.
Basically, my skeleton was killing things like it was on adept or an easy mode, and I was struggling for my life as I slashed into the wolf 50 times.
Dude, I hate wolves. All Oblivion has done is made me hate wolves.
That's funny.
Because they're just so obnoxious to fight.
Yeah. Look, this is a nostalgia game, okay? No, welcome to how nostalgia games usually go. Is everyone's like, "Oh my god, can you believe it? Oblivion's back," and then we go, "Oh yeah, this thing was made in 2006. It's a piece of shit." I forgot.
We lived like
I did
that?
when I was a child.
Now, I will say, I've had a lot of really fun moments in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here, like, shitting on the game, because I've had a lot of fun playing it. I made a new character to try out. Like, I made, like, 2 new characters. I made a mage, and then I made an archer. Archer, easily the most fun in the game.
Dude, why do you think
not
the
nearly
meme
as
is...
clunky as Melee is?
How do you think all of the memes are me trying to make a new build and it just goes to Stealth Archer? Like, yeah, man. Stealth Archer is unanimously the best class.
It's not even Stealth Archer. Like, just arching, Archer. Like, just shooting a bow in this game feels way better than swinging a mace. It's like, it's this weird moment where I'm like, okay, I know they want me to swing a sword. Like, that's the thing on the cover. but
Yep.
the bow feels like it has the most love put into it. It's easy to
I hear-
use. It doesn't have this weird like stagger to it. I knock an arrow, I pull, I loose. I
That's
hit your
so
head
fair
times
and
3
real.
damage.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing in the old Oblivion either. Is they've added headshots to the game, so Ultra's eating good.
Mage was also fun if tedious.
Yeah, you're sitting there just slamming the C key off
Correct.
and switching between spells with the weird hot bar.
And there were a lot of moments of me like spam, and then I turn and and then I turn around, spam. Like it was a lot of that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a mage.
that is the way of it. Me spamming the little flare thing you get at the beginning 50
Correct.
billion times. I get hit once. It's me
Firebolt,
sprinting
firebolt,
around while I then spam minor heal wounds.
minor heal.
Yeah, because the goblin hit me in the shin.
Yeah. A singular knife stab, and I. Oh my god!
Mage definitely takes time before it becomes broken. It takes a little bit. But when you gotta finish, you gotta get into the Mage Academy where you can start crafting your own spells, and then Mage opens up.
Oh.
And then you're making like fireballs that like decrease creatures' fire resistance while they hit.
Lord, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs to the community, brother. Thank you for destroying the sub goal. Very much appreciated. You'll catch the VOD.
Yes.
I already know where steel armor is. My melee character doesn't worry about money anymore. The other thing
Finally got a job.
They got what?
They finally got a job then?
No.
Claimed that you had no money ever.
No, I forget what I found and I sold. There's a
Oh,
there's like
yeah.
a weird transitional moment where you go from like iron, and then suddenly every monster is dropping a magic item.
Yeah.
Like there's this weird pivot. I also don't know how to restore magic items at all. I know you need a soul gem. I do not know how the fuck to do that.
You need a filled soul gem.
I don't know
Indeed,
how
you
the-
need some with the soul trap spell.
Ah, okay.
You need mysticism is what's going to help you there. Mysticism is what gives you the soul trap ability. That lets you, trap people's souls so that your funny sword does extra 5 damage of fire, which is probably the most fucked up thing in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, as I steal your soul to imbue my weapon. What does it do? It does. I look at my thing. It has a chance to proc 5 extra damage on a hit.
Yeah.
That's what you're sacrificing my soul for? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
And it's crazy that this is somehow so mundane in Elder Scrolls because they're everywhere and nobody bats an eye.
Oh, yeah. The merchants selling them.
Yeah, man.
Go out there and rip out their souls.
Honestly based. But yeah, you need Soul Trap to fill the Soul Gem before you can use that Soul Gem to power your sword. That's if you're doing it yourself. The alternative is spend an ungodly amount of money at the Mages Guild for some asshole to do it for you.
Oh, can they do it for you?
Yeah, there's some guys usually in Mages Guild is where I found them who can re-enchant your shit.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh yeah, there are vendors that can do recharge.
Yeah. But I know you're allergic to wizards, so you probably haven't even been in there.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Suffering God, thank you very much for 11 months, brother. Incredibly
I?
kind of you.
Stick my nose in that cesspit.
God. Wolfmaster, thank you very much for another 5 gifted subs to the community, brother. Very much appreciated. If you got a gifted sub from Lore or Wolfmaster, be sure to say thank you. I've only been spoiled on one thing in Oblivion, and that's because I've gotten a billion YouTube shorts about it. 1 billion I bet you can guess what it is.
They smelled you. What?
It's the helmet outside of Anvil.
Oh, I don't know nearly that much
Oh.
about Oblivion. I was too much of a wee lad when I was playing Oblivion to know any of the meta or anything.
There's
I played a
a
Khajiit little Dark Brotherhood dude,
nice.
but I don't think I ever even beat the game, as per usual.
There's just a YouTube like trend or whatever
Oh
that always
yeah,
happens
get
where it's
this item super early,
correct.
for like big damage.
It's not even big damage. It's just a utility item. It's a really ugly fucking helmet, and it gives you permanent night vision, which sucks.
Yeah,
because it whitewashes it. Like you don't get a choice. Like it's just permanent weird
yeah. When you put
gray.
it on, it's just white.
Correct.
Yeah.
It sucks ass. I got it,
Here's an
put it on,
alternative.
and immediately was like, "That's gross," and I just took it off.
Just play a fucking Khajiit, and then it's a toggleable skill.
Yeah, but could she look really fucking ugly in Oblivion?
What do you mean? They look better than they did, bro.
They look horrific.
I don't know. What do you mean? They just look like Tony the Tiger, dog. What do you mean?
Boobar, you don't gotta apologize about that, brother.
Yes,
Jesus.
you do.
Don't apologize. I'd be an asshole if I was like, why weren't you there to answer me? You know how insane that would be?
Some people are actually. Some people were saying that they'd have been upset if they didn't include all like the goofy ass faces. I've heard several people be like, "Oh, like they see some faces that aren't like completely butchered, and they're like, where the fuck are my stupid Oblivion potato faces?" And then they see a potato face, and they're like, "Yes."
they clap their hands.
Yeah, it's like their chicken jockey moment.
I see. So, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll put that there. They remastered it well, including a stupid alchemy as if you ever make it one of your major skills. You will ruin your game power progression because you'll level up way too fast without any other skills leveling up if you fell down the alchemy rabbit hole.
I would never. Definitely didn't make alchemy my major skill. Smile. It does level you up very quickly. It's like making like athletics, alchemy. I say acrobatics, but maybe not acrobatics as much.
No, acrobatics. My my archer has acrobatics, and I fucking speed leveled by jumping.
Wow, 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 wow.
Like I was literally like running and just trying to like fucking bee hopping to the fish quest, and I leveled up, and I went, "What? Huh?
You on that grind, brother? On that grind?
What do you mean I
That's
leveled
great.
up?" Rested, stepped outside, started bee hopping again, immediately leveled up a second time. I went, "What the fuck? Did I enable cheats?"
Yeah, I'm level 8, and I like just got into like the main quest.
I haven't even touched the main quest yet. I got distracted on my way because there's an Oblivion gate on the way to the main quest.
There is a hilarious amount of Oblivion gates just scattered around the area that you just casually pass. And yeah, the first one I saw was just like on the road, and I'm pointing at it, and I'm looking around like, is no one going to address this?
Guys?
This seems important. I don't remember this being here so soon. Like, I thought you at least had to reach Kvatch for them to start showing up. I didn't think they were just there, hanging out.
What do the guards think of this? And the guy on horseback riding past with a torch, like turning a complete blind eye to the scamps outside of it.
Not my problem.
Don't get paid enough for that. Keeps riding.
Seriously. Yeah, there's a temple you go to in the main quest where you're supposed to hole up to like hide a thing, like a special thing from Maroon Dagon, and I'm like, okay, I just finished that part of the quest, and I look out on the ramparts, and across the valley, what do I spy but an Oblivion Gate just hanging there ominously? And I look back and I go, guys, it's not safe here. What are we doing?
Guys,
There's
we gotta go. Guys?
And they're like, it'll be safe here for a while. And I look out and I'm like, not for very long, bro.
I don't know
I think
how
they
to
know.
tell you this. The enemy's literally at the gate.
Yeah. It'd be like if we tried to like hide like a precious item from the fucking like Morlings, and we went to Elion and we're like, it should be safe here a while, and like across the road is just like fire like camps.
You look out, the
Of
Hearthstone
Morlings.
being erected in the
Yeah,
distance.
we just see smoke. Like across the river is just a band, like some tents and some smoke coming like just over the tree line. And
You
we're
hear the
like,
fucking...
yeah, it's basically that.
The fucking
And then
war
you-
drums.
Meanwhile, Guinevere's like, it'll be safe here. And
Her
I'm
back
like,
is to the windows.
"Mm." And the party began to doubt.
I think... Looks around. I think she lost her mind.
You-
How old is she?
yeah.
You look at her again, her eyes are looking in different directions.
Oh no. Yeah, it's all right, dear.
I make a very good bread.
We gotta go.
I gotta get out of here.
The funniest part of the game was the side missions. I
Yes.
haven't run into like I haven't run in I think the only I've only done like 3 side quests, and the most interesting one was the dude robbing graves. Like that I legitimately enjoyed that one. Aside from getting my
That's one
shit
of the
rocked
ones
because I
I-
rolled up at level 1.
On expert.
I'm the hero, and they went incorrect.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's one of the quests I do remember from when I was a kid, because I think it's one of the first ones you usually end up doing because it's like right there.
I really despise. I guess I can't really say I despise.
Oh.
What I have ended up doing now, it's such like a stark contrast to the stream. What I do now is I roll up to an NPC, I immediately ignore whatever they say, and I start going to persuading, and I max out their opinion of me before I do anything with the NPC.
Nice. Same, but it's usually just get my speechcraft up.
Like, I hate that I'm like, it's just a blur now. Like, it's like I open the box
Clink,
and I
clink,
fucking
clink,
click,
clink,
click, click,
clink,
click, click,
clink,
click, and it's
clink,
like 80, 75. You can no longer increase
You
your
got it.
reputation with this guy.
You downloaded the thing. You understand now
What
that it
pisses
is
me
actually insanely easy.
What pisses me off is that they barter for dog shit. You can't haggle with like 80 reputation. Like I fucking make you like me. I tell you a cajillion jokes and I go, all right, buy this for at least 60%. And they go, I'm like, okay.
that
58.
That is also affected by their mercantile skill.
Yeah. Personality helps. Mercantilism helps. So if you have shit mercantilism, it'll get you to like personality will get you like to 50, maybe 55%, maybe even 60 if you're really high. But They're like, I like you, but like, I gotta make a living. And you go, I hate you.
I fucking despise you. How do I find lockpicks? I steal them usually. So
What do
I
you mean?
also
How
found
do you
out.
find lockpicks? They're everywhere.
I was about to say they're
I
usually
take a
in.
shit, and they're in my poop. I look in the toilet, and there's one right there. And I go, nuts.
Oh my goodness, how'd that get in there?
Yeah.
What I found, which is also really dumb, is that the lockpicking minigame is also stupid easy.
Yeah.
You can basically like get the tumbler, like get this whatever the fuck they're called, the pins.
Yeah.
You can get it to where it's like super slow, and then you can just spam up on it to keep it basically locked in place until you hit spacebar, and then it fucking locks it.
He gets it now.
There's no skill.
What do you mean? You gained skill. Remember, in the day one, you were like,
I
"This
remember
is impossible.
chewing
I
through
hate
like
this."
25 fucking lockpicks.
You're like, "What
trying
is
to
this
get it.
bullshit?" And now your skill is that you're like, "This takes no skill."
You finally figured out the cheats in the game. It's so dumb. Like I sat there like pulling out my hair,
I love
like
this
this is
game.
stupid.
I love this game. You know, in the details, it'll track how many jokes you told specifically.
Really?
Yeah, I've told 84 jokes with this character.
Really trying to get those discounts.
Literally, it doesn't track any other like thing, just jokes.
What a weird
It does
thing
not,
to
in fact,
track.
tell you how many like times you coerce someone. It's just how much of a jokester you are. Apparently, I've also contracted one disease, which I didn't know until now when looking at it.
Oh,
so
dude.
that's concerning. I guess you
Same.
don't have to go see a doctor.
I had a Skyrim moment where I was walking through town and one of the guys was like, "Oh man,
I bet it was a rat.
you don't look so good." And I went, "What the fuck did you just say to me?"
That's so
I
funny.
immediately opened up my bar and I started like scrolling the menus to find it, and I found it. It's hidden
You found
away
that weird
under
rash
active
into your
effects.
armpit.
And it was
That's
like
so funny.
it was like rot disease, it was like some fucking disease that like lowers your fatigue regen. And I'm like, where the fuck did I get this?
No, where was I
How
sleeping
long
last night?
have I had this?
It's probably a rat or a zombie. I think they have a chance of just giving it to you when they bite you, or maybe dogs. Maybe it's wolves. Maybe
Oh, God.
maybe
The
wolves.
cajillion timber wolves I had to fight. Ugh.
It could be them.
Worst. Some of the dungeon layouts
Gave you rabies.
are weird as fuck too. I think that's my
Yeah.
biggest complaint is that some of the dungeons are just weird as shit.
It's great.
Like I'm kind of used to like a boss being at the end of one, so it's hard
Sure,
to
sure.
tell when you finish a dungeon.
Mhm.
Because I'll be sitting there and I look around and I'm like, I didn't get anything from this place. I got like 40 gold that I had to spend on repairing my own shit to get there.
Classic.
Congratulations, adventure.
You've had to fight off vampirism 3 times. I haven't seen any vampires. I've been jumped by conjurers nonstop. They fucking hate my ass for some reason.
Oh, I learned a new spell today. Who am I going to test it on?
I roll outside and the conjurers are like, stand and deliver, you fucking scum. And I'm like, what? I look
Who
around.
are you?
I'm in the middle of the road. It's an imperial road. There's like a guard, like a stone's throw down
Citizen?
the rock. You have my ear, citizen. And I look back to the conjurer who's like, go forth, my demon. My guard?
You got to admit, there's some charm, though. You know, there's some charm in
There's
Oblivion.
some balls. It's some fucking like cojones to roll up to an adventurer and be like, "Death be upon ye," and it's like, dude, the guard's
Imagine,
right
like-
there.
You're in Atmore and you see the guard, and like a bandit shows up, and he's like, "Your money or your life." And you look over at the road warden, and you're like, "Are you sure?" And he looks, and he observes, and he calculates in his brain. And he goes, "Yeah."
I'm
Hand
no
it over.
different.
The road warden, you see,
I'm robbing him
he's
next.
He looks like he's got better shit.
Actually, you know what? Forget about you. I'm gonna go with him right now. Hey.
You have my ear, citizen. He gets stabbed once, does no damage. It's gonna be like that, huh? Draws his sword.
I have thought of making a new character and just calling him like John Scrolls Senior, and like just grabbing like sword, Imperial fighter male, grab the nearest Imperial Legion armor and just be John Souls.
Nice.
Sorry, John Scrolls. And just RP like Imperial Guard NPC.
I killed a guard.
You bastard.
Well, hold on. I killed a guard because I was trying to steal from a Dunmer. And
That's worse.
oh, hold on.
This is not a good case for you, man. I think I'm starting to figure out why you're so bad at haggling.
You should really talk to a lawyer beforehand. I'm just saying.
No.
But wait, there's more.
I'm representing myself. So anyway, I was robbing from this Dunmer in the middle of the night, and she kept calling the guards on me. So I killed the guard, and I saw an ominous message in the top right of my box, top right of my screen that said, "Hey, the gods have seen your wicked action." I went, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah. Oh, you asking?
No, I'll figure it out. I reloaded the save anyway because I found out the Legionnaire gear is just steel.
Yeah, it's just steel, but it looks cool.
It looks neat. It's drippy.
You sleep soundly for a murderer.
I can't wait.
I recommend you kill someone, by the way.
Oh, just kill something nice.
Just kill someone, and then go to sleep.
Actually, I can't wait to be sleeping on the bedroll that I fast travel to, so I don't have to pay gold to the inn to level up.
Yeah.
I love my character because they get like 1 hour power naps to level up.
Yeah.
I'll just teleport to like a bandit camp that I cleared out, sleep in their tent that I left up.
Makes sense to me. Yep.
Nice and rested, that one. And then I go back to killing wolves.
That seems reasonable.
I need to move this up a little bit. Oh no, we'll keep it like that. Yeah, it's only a little.
Bound
That's
sword. Oh, finally. Ugh, I'm poor and an idiot when it comes to that spell. Very unfortunate.
Wahaba.
I'm going to the Mages Guild and looking at all the mages with cooler spells than I do, and they're like, "I'll give you the spell to you for $2 grand."
4,000 gold.
Oh, wait, sorry, you don't have enough mana, and your skill isn't high enough.
Correct.
Poor plus idiot plus manalet plus L plus bozo.
Greater heal wound. Only to find out I can't cast it, and I was like, "Oh,
you fool!"
Oh.
It tells you in red text if you have enough mana or not.
Well, I didn't see it.
You can also haggle for spells too, by the way, just so you know.
I did do that.
Okay.
Again, because every time I roll up to a new NPC, I'm immediately doing the fucking like me mini game.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you figured it out. The code.
I struggle to even call it the code.
Bink, 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 bink.
I still kind of really fuck with this design. I kind of want to keep these walls.
Wait, are you redoing this map?
No, I'm making the third layer of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I do need to open it though to see how or save the designs.
Let me tell you though, the pain of the Mages Guild Oof.
The pain.
The pain of being an associate of the Mages Guild. So the Mages Guild will let anyone in.
Hmm.
But there's a catch, as there often is with wizards and those intellectual fucks up in the academy. You can visit all the Mages Guilds in the surrounding cities and towns. But you can't go to the Imperial Mages Guild, the actual guild, until you get a recommendation from each and every guild leader in all of the smaller towns.
Really?
You have to get a recommendation from every single one, from every single town. So you have to go visit every single town, and they have to be like, oh, yes, of course, I'll recommend you for actual, like, to become an actual member. Because up until that, you're an associate, right? And it's just the most agonizingly college-like thing I've done so far. Because, of course, every single one is their own asinine quest, where they're like, well, I wouldn't give you a recommendation, but there's actually this thing I'd like you to take care of first. Wink.
Are you gonna bring any monsters from Oblivion into Adis? Dude, I've seen like 3 monsters. It's a wolves, scamps, and fucking mud crabs. That's it. Those are the 3 things I've seen. There are no other monsters exist in Oblivion. Nothing.
You haven't seen the flame Atronox?
No. I saw a
They're kinda hot.
Daedra last night. A
Oh, a
Daedra
churl?
last night. That's it. Yeah, a Daedra churl.
It's just
or
a
whatever.
dude with face paint and
Correct.
a black robe.
So
He
fucking,
gurgles at you,
he goes, nah.
and if he sees the summon a scamp.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to do the
I'm
main
not gonna
quest
bring
to
the
see more
fucking
demons.
scamp over to Adis.
Guys, he isn't even high enough level to like see the little dinosaur dudes that like little dino boys.
I know, boys.
Yeah, little dinosaur demons.
That's not cool.
Yeah, they're pretty alright. They're like the next level above Scamp. If you go to Kavach, you'll see them. So if you do the main quest.
Mm.
It is a lot of scamps though, admittedly.
It is so much, like so many scamps.
There are a lot of imps.
Dude, I have downloaded their moveset where I can just like they
Don't forget
conjure up
goblins.
their
Of
fireball.
course.
I only saw the goblins in the fucking tutorial.
Oh wow, okay. So there's this if you go to Coral, there's this old guy who's like, my farm's under attack from goblins and my sons have gone to defend it. Please help them. I'm a coward and old. And I have arthritis in my left knee. And you're like, alright, old man, I'll go stay at your potato farm with your boys. They send like an army of goblins to this dude's fucking village.
Oh my
It's
God.
like 30 goblins roll up to trounce these 2 white boys and you.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what caused how this old man and his 2 sons angered the goblinos so.
That's
but
like a generational war. Like
it's an entire
that
clan of
goddamn
goblins.
O'Driscolls.
It was. And there's just a lot. There's like they send like several waves of goblins after you. I just remember the first time I did it, I looked and the entire field was just goblins, and I'm like, "What is happening?" And I can only assume it was a bug where they like unleashed all 3 waves at the same time, because when I reloaded, there wasn't nearly that many the second time. They just wanted to do a little ha-ha funny moment. Yeah, it was like 30 goblins just rolled up onto this farm at the same time.
If the
More goblins than there were.
accurate.
Correct. It was the dungeon came to find you moment. And I'm
good
like,
heavens.
Jesus. An uncanny amount of goblins. And this was on expert too. So I summoned my 1 skeleton and watched it go into the middle of the goblins and proceed to get trounced by goblins. And all I hear is the screeching. And then I watch the 2 NPC young man go in, no armor, 1 sword in hand, and immediately get fucking shredded by goblins. It was it was probably the most brutal thing I've seen in Oblivion so far.
You are not made in the divine's image, beast, as they get cut down.
Yeah. It's like if the DM had like a thing where like he got his party to do like a defend the farm thing, and then he forgot in his notes that he was supposed to send waves, so he just like sent
He references
like
his notes and he goes 30 goblins.
it says like 8 goblins, 3 bugbears, and a hobgoblin, and he goes,
At the same time?
"Did I write?"
Seems like a lot.
Well, I did the calculation, so it must be okay.
Throws it
It was
in.
not okay.
Amazing.
Evil Skyrim.
The Oblivion gates are pretty cool, though. They look visually really neat.
Yeah, with the Unreal overhaul, everything looks very neat. The environment is magnifique. Old Aelid shrines look a lot better, rather than just white marble rooms.
My biggest complaint, literally, is that it's just fucking scams. Like, that's all I've been fighting.
You gotta level up.
There's nothing
That's
else
so
in the
true,
game,
Unreal.
as far as I'm concerned. It's just scams.
Oh,
I want to fight like other
maybe you
shit.
should stop hanging out around those goddamn Oblivion gates all the time, you freak.
What are we working on? We're working on the 3rd floor of the Necromancer's lair. I'm creating more open rooms to kind of give that more cinematic feel, because there's going to be larger scale fights in these rooms. So,
I think the biggest.
oh, go on.
No, go ahead. I was going to continue talking about Oblivion.
Well, these rooms are all like tight knit, packed together, very like dungeon crawlery. These ones are going to have a lot more open rooms, a lot more like cinematic, kind of let the players move around more, interact more with the environment type deal.
I think the biggest complaints I've seen so far is the leveled enemies, and difficulty scaling. They've improved vastly from the very contrived old leveling system, but the other thing people complain about is that items are still like level matching.
Level matching.
Yeah. So, for instance, Chill Rend is the magical weapon you get from the farmer after you complete his quest. He gives you his magical sword.
Okay.
Depending on the level you are when you get that sword will depend on how powerful that sword is.
Correct.
Really?
Level
Yeah,
matters.
So depending on the quest level you do, like I did the quest super early, so my children is not nearly as good as somebody who would have done that quest at like level 10.
It is weird, however, it does encourage once again swapping out gear when you get higher levels.
Yeah, it does. Kind of. Leveled enemies is still a problem though, because you know if you go up in difficulty with expert, things aren't ever going to get easier. Not really.
True.
Everything's just going to be a bullet sponge, which is bullshit.
I want to explode things. I'm surprised Legion hasn't asked any questions.
He's been talking in chat. Well, Twitch chat. Where he did ask a question.
Is the Necromancer going to be an aura farmer? Do you consider the Necromancer from Darkest Dungeon as someone having aura?
The who?
The Necromancer from Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. I mean, drip-wise, yes. Him being the first boss you fight in a dungeon is, kind of embarrassing, but
Also, I
it's
saw.
kind of sad.
Sorry, go on.
It's kind of sad that despite all of his drip, he still gets outdone by an old lady in the woods with a pot. That's kind of embarrassing.
In the pot, dearie. I'm not asking.
Oh, and an old man with eyeballs in his hand. Like old man, old woman outdoes the dreaded necromancer.
Hey, you talking about me?
You're
a necromancer?
Are you an old man with eyeballs in your hands?
I mean, I'm an old man with eyeballs in my head.
No, then we're not talking about you.
That's definitely not where they are.
No, you would need a blindfold up there instead.
All right, you're being a little aggressive right now. I'm gonna request that you.
What are you gonna do? Hide behind some pews, huh?
Request that you fucking be nice to me, okay? Today's been a bad day.
Throw a rock at your head.
Ow! My one weakness.
Also, Dom, I meant to say it earlier, but I didn't get to because I'm a dumbass. I hope you enjoy Risk of Rain 2, brother. It's a very good game.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I throw another rock at you. What's up, brother?
No. No. I refuse. I'm gonna power RP that rock.
What the fuck?
That's right. You missed.
Cringe.
You fucking missed.
What's up, man? Why are you feeling so bad today?
Oh no, I'm just tired.
Why are you tired? You didn't get any sleep?
I got some sleep. I'm watching after Bird. I gotta look after Bird. I haven't done anything today.
Would you say you're bird watching?
No, I have this bird.
I miss Bird.
This bird that's on my hand right now that I have to look after until she goes to bed.
Just sitting on your hand right now?
Yep.
Cheep, cheep.
Hold me, father. What else you been up to today?
No, that's it. I'm losing my fucking mind.
That's it? You've just been holding a bird all day?
I have to look after the bird.
It's so exhausting. He knows the minute he pulls his eyes away from the bird, it's going to be going straight for the crown molding.
Yeah. Look. Here's my proof.
Go on.
I'm trying to figure out where do I post the.
He looks away from the bird. He looks back. It's just drooling on the corner of the wall, just chewing through it.
Is it the homies chat?
You can put it in sex chat.
Put in what chat?
Text chat.
Oh, I thought you said sex chat. I'm like, excuse you?
You heard what you wanted to hear.
I did not hear that at all.
No.
Nuh-uh.
Fuck you mean,
See bird.
Holy shit.
That is indeed a bird.
Bird.
God,
Why
they're
is it
so
staring at me
pink.
like that?
Certified
How
bird
much-
moment.
Bird.
Just looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's watching your stream and this bird.
I like how it looks like it's in motion.
Hmm.
Like it looks like it was getting ready to bob its head up and you caught it mid motion.
No, she's just crunching her beak because she's happy. So she's just doing little beak crunches.
Yes.
Beak workouts.
Little beak crunches.
Working it.
So, but I have to look out for her all weekend. So, and she won't let me get work done. That is for certain.
Nice.
She'll be like, "Hey, pay attention to me."
Look at me.
It also-
Hey, look at me.
And it will also, like, this is where she wants to be when I'm at my desk, is perched on my hand,
Observed.
on the keyboard, because in a minute or two, she is going to try and
Oop.
bite one of these keys.
Nice.
She's
Very
gonna,
good.
She's gonna be like, I'm gonna put that in my mouth. I'm gonna have to be like, nope.
Very
Stop it.
bird coded.
Yeah. Oh, see, she's already like moving forward on my hand. She's kind of.
She heard you.
Around.
She's like,
leaning-
"Oh, you said it, not me."
She's leaning.
What am I fighting? I'll fight it right now.
No. No. Yeah, just.
I'm gonna poop now.
No.
She's been like 50-50. She'll fly away to poop somewhere else so she doesn't poop on me. That's been pretty good.
Nice.
Oh man,
Oh,
that
generous.
is
Yeah.
honestly. I don't think I've ever heard of a bird actually do that. Everyone I've seen and/or had has just been like, "I'm shitting now."
No, she's
No!
she's for some. I don't know how it happened, but she's been pretty good on just holding.
That's
it.
pretty
And
cool.
and then when she's away, she'll be like, "All right, I'm gonna poop," and I'm like, "Oh, good for you. Thank you for that."
That's so nice. That's so considerate.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
just absolutely wonderful. I've
Wild.
done
Say that again.
pretty much
You're done.
nothing today.
Nice.
No.
Wait. What?
Not nice.
Nice.
I wanna work.
Good work.
I
Wow.
can't.
What's wrong?
Bird
The
won't
bird
let
looks at
me.
you.
Bird won't let me. I got another hour and then I can put her to sleep. Hey.
The bird heard you.
Good.
I'm staying up.
Yeah,
I'll fight you.
She was chewing my keyboard, Matt. I was like, hey, stop that. Well, she's also got pin feathers coming in, so she also wants itches, like she wants scratchies all the time
Mm.
because her
Get rid of
head's
those
all
pin
itchy.
feathers.
No. Very painful. She will scream and bite if I try to get rid of the pin feathers.
Get to rubbing then.
What is happening?
What?
I heard something.
You
It sounded
heard
like
something
it sounded like it was behind me.
behind you.
Yeah.
Another bird.
Oh, like people were talking or something.
Ah. Did you hear my music?
I don't think so.
You hear that?
Someone's in my house. No. I want to
Ah.
say someone's in my house.
All right, please go check if somebody's in your house or not. What you guys been up to, chat? Internet. Just finished a Starfinder session. God, now.
Oh,
I don't know what I
BJ.
heard. It just sounded like people were talking like behind me in like another room or something.
Hmm. Mayhaps it was my roommates?
Maybe. Maybe it was. One more hour.
Don't have the last day.
Well, it's just no, it's not the lie. I got another day tomorrow. It's pretty much I work till 12, and then I wake up bird, and then for the next 8 hours I'm looking after this little creature, and then at 8 o'clock I put her to bed, and then I try to get a little bit more work done, And yeah, my weekend plans as of now. She is a sweet creature, but I want to fucking get some shit done, you know?
Asking too much.
If, on my hand, wanting to, I put her on shoulder, walks around chair, hops on other shoulder, walks down arm.
I'm here to cause problems.
Yeah, she just does what she wants. Hey, stop chewing the chair. You dingus. Now she's like, all right, fine, I'll walk on the arm. Stop. Jesus, bird.
Nails first.
And she's like,
Have to make sure I
"Scratch
get
me."
a good grip.
She's like, pet me.
Oh, I know what I'm probably going to watch tonight.
What are you going to watch tonight?
I think I'm going to watch Blue Eye Samurai.
Blue Eye. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
The reason is because I saw a clip on YouTube, and it's about the main villain.
Oh.
The main villain is a very interesting character. I believe they're an Irishman who is there in Japan, like selling firearms.
Hmm.
And one of the bits is them going over the 9-year war.
Hmm.
And they're talking about the famine and everything, like how they survived.
Oh, wait. I actually saw that clip too.
Yeah.
That was also on my recommended shorts, clips,
Yeah.
whatever. Like yesterday I saw it.
Correct.
That's funny.
And I was like, I don't know what this is from. And I looked it up, and it's from Blue Eye Samurai. And I was like, well, I have to watch this now. Because when you make the bad guy very compelling, I like it a whole bunch.
Compelling bad guys are good.
Correct. All right, what do we think, chat?
On the floor. She's also a what they call a ground bird.
Oh, she likes walking?
So she likes walking on the floor, but I feel like, hey, you'll die if you are doing that. We're so much smaller than the rest of us. Please do not walk on the floor.
Oh, for a moment, I was like, what do you mean?
I'll be right back.
Very symmetrical. Is that a good or bad thing?
I return.
Welcome back.
There you go. Some people came downstairs to show off my apartment to some guests.
Oh,
Yeah, like house tour thing.
it's very odd.
Eh. Probably.
What?
Mm.
What you booming about?
Oh.
That situation.
What situation?
Oh.
This is the one Sizzle just talked about.
Oh,
He doesn't listen to me.
I was
He doesn't have
here.
time.
I had to step away. Didn't hear
I'm
it.
not important enough for his ears.
I fucking. All
What do
right.
we think of this map? What do we think of this map?
Looks like a map.
Okay.
I mean, that is true.
I want to see. Are you talking about like layout wise?
Yes.
It's an open layout. Like it doesn't have any like direction. Does that make sense?
Doesn't have a direction.
Yeah. Like if I walk into it, I feel like it's gonna draw the player to the center. You know what I mean? Where's the entrance?
Down here. Well, technically the entrance is right here.
Right. So like my first instinct. Oh wait, is in the center?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They are
okay.
coming up from down here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Don't look sizzle. Okay.
I'll forget.
Yeah, that's true.
There's also
There's
even if they see it, they're going to
No,
be
you're-
blocked by fog of war and walls. So they're never
no,
going to see the full picture.
No, I see what you're saying. I mean,
He's gonna blow it up and change it anyway.
It feels. I mean, yeah, it feels like very open-ended. You know.
Hmm.
Where the fuck are we?
Like you can go like anywhere. There doesn't seem to be like a clear direction. That's not necessarily a bad thing if you're okay with just like a big wonder, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It scares me.
But if you go, yeah, but if I come out, like I couldn't unless there was like an obvious door out to like the south, that'd probably be the first thing I check out.
Big
But, like,
flashing.
Well, I mean, like if
Line.
it's like a double set of doors to the south, I'd be like, oh, okay. And if I'd be like, I would assume that would be the direction to go next. And if I wanted to explore around, then I'd be like, all right, we're not going south, but let's pick any direction here and go that way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But also, this is just a layout, so I really can't tell you one way or another, you know? What's your goal? What's your objective? What do you want the players to do?
So the first layer, quote unquote, the objective of this first layer is this is beneath the castle. This is the way in. The way into the castle, the actual door is barred. It's surrounded by death fog. You can't get in. So you have to come in from the bottom.
These are kind of like almost like sewers a little bit.
It's
feels like.
It is meant to be like the piping and mechanisms of the castle. So you are going through like the infrastructure of the castle right now. The way you get into the stairs is you have to activate the 4 valves around the dungeon. So a red one, a blue one, a yellow, and a white one.
So this is gonna be a long ass dungeon.
Correct.
Is what I'm looking at.
It is meant to be very dungeon crawl. Like there are going to be a lot of like close knit combat encounters in these like tight corridors.
Yeah, I like this room. I like this room. So it's kind of the solution to the bottom is it is sort of like a scavenger hunt.
Correct. There's going to be a room because I found there's a module in Foundry that lets you teleport tokens between scenes.
Yeah.
And like around the dungeon. So I have a teleporter room that's like part of this.
Think you can do that by default with regions now.
I don't know. I don't know anything about regions. I just know for this, it's a click and it teleports the whole token over.
Oh, yeah. So I think because we've been doing it with development with Keld Fallen, that if you can choose the region, you can choose and the region will actually be like teleport to this location or teleport to this region. So you'll have a green region, red region, and then the green region goes, and you can control like if you want the players to have control over the teleport, if you want to have control over the teleport, like all that.
Oh,
that
interesting
fun stuff. Yeah,
but I haven't played with that at all.
Yeah, neither did I until I was like, Endless came back with some maps, and then when I went, what the fuck? Like, hey, you could do that. So I was like, oh shit, I'm learning a lot about Foundry from a fucking Foundry dev. But yeah, you can essentially teleport within the same map. You can teleport to a different map. All that shit. So, just something in case you were curious. I do like the pipe room. or whatever you would call it.
It's very heavily based off of it's based off of a game called Barony
Ah, gotcha.
with a lot of inspiration from Castlevania.
Yeah. No, it looks. Yeah, I like that. It looks good. I think it's too soon to tell on the what I'm assuming is the main floor when they go upstairs.
Yeah. I've already realized that I want a lot more cinematic rooms to sort of so the bottom floor is going to be very combat heavy, very like
Right.
a lot of like you are fighting in tight corridors with skeletons whose whole purpose is to push you from this floor to the bottommost floor.
Mm.
Like the actual like sewer water reservoir segment. So you get pushed through those like black holes on that floor and you end up on these floor, like this bottommost floor.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be a long ass dungeon.
Correct. It is meant to be like an actual dungeon. Like I would hearken to call it, or I would hesitate to call it a mega dungeon because it's multi-layered, and usually mega dungeons are like one big map.
It's a lot.
But it is going to be a long dungeon. It is going to be like the first actual, like, true proper dungeon crawl I think I've had in a game.
Yeah, I get that.
So now the issue is getting the castle to both resemble a castle and also have a lot of those cinematic moments. And when I say cinematic, I'm referring to like open rooms, like our fight with oh, it's been so long. The Child of Ganymede.
Oh, Ceratops.
Ceratops. Like that room where we're in like the controls of the space station and we're fighting there. That is what I would consider a cinematic room.
Ah, gotcha.
That's a big open room with a like story device that's there.
Yeah.
That the party is kind of like existing within and can interact with and all that stuff.
I think castles are just tricky in general because, you know, unlike like a space station, you can just the sky's the limit with space stations, right? You can have promenades, security wings, just control rooms, med bays, armories, et cetera. You can have all these different things that kind of like line up with what you want to do. So I think you have to first of all figure out, like, instead of being like, yeah, this is a layout for castle. You kind of need to figure out like what the rooms are first. I feel like you need to figure out like, well, where do you want them to sort of like go through? So I get what you mean by cinematic now, where it's like the room looks like it has a purpose. It doesn't feel like it's just a, you know, hallway number 8. Because a lot of the dungeons that I try to design and I try to get the team to design, I always say I want every area to have a purpose. I want every area to feel like you're not just entering room number 3, you know. Nothing's more frustrating to me, like when running a show and we're doing the D&D like adventure modules, and you go into like a castle or whatever, and you're like, yeah, this is just a room. This is also just a room. This is also just a room. You know, you're just like, all right, yeah, I get it. We're filling it out the map, and that's what it's supposed to be. But like, you kind of want to like every piece, every part feels like there's something there, you know. And since you are entering into the main floor, like, you know, that probably is where you're gonna see like the gate and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you're gonna see like, oh, we're now on the other side where we got there, you know. Do a little callback to that, and then from there, just kind of make a nice layout and what everything is. So you're like, oh, this is like the armor standing room, or this is like the painting room, or I don't know what you would want for the castle. But that's my thoughts on it, you know. is if you want it to be cinematic, then you have to like make sure every room has a purpose. And you got to like minimize like empty hallways that do nothing, and you know,
So it's a bit of a it's there. So usually I agree that empty hallways are like pointless. I have found that my players utilize long empty hallways for role
as
play.
like as sort of like a wind down. That makes sense. That's a good observation. That's a very good observation. Where like that kind of takes it a moment to breathe a little bit.
Correct.
I guess what I'm saying is like hallway fine if it looks, you know, quote unquote cinematic-y for those role play moments, because you are correct about that. I think it's more of like, you know, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. It's like it does need to feel purposeful. Like, you know, it needs to feel like this hallway is not here just to be a hallway. Like you understand the purpose of that hallway. Like, oh yeah, it's connecting you to here, or like, oh, this is, you know, we hung up some art pieces over here that sort of demonstrate, you know, it doesn't feel like a copy paste. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that makes sense for the bottom floors that you're doing, right? Because it is sort of like, it's very dungeon crawly, it's very explorative, you know, it's you've got going there with a purpose. But now that you're entering into a cinematic, you kind of want to make sure that it's not you're not doing copy paste hallways, I guess is what I would describe that as. Like maybe one hallway has a string of paintings, or maybe you can drop a little lore piece there, while another hallway may be like, you know, some polished up armored statues or whatever. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. So I think that's what I'm thinking when you're going cinematic. You know what I mean? Like with the space station, like, yeah, it was a hallway that connected to like the security wing, right? But like that hallway kind of had this sort of like Star Trek vibe, space station. You know, we got cameras over here, ventilations over here, all that shit, the ruins of all that stuff. Very cinematic-y. And then you get into the security wing, which is pretty basic, but that's where a combat happens. And then you leave the security wing and enter sort of this promenade. So now there's like plants and stuff, and it's still technically a hallway, right? And but it connects to the med bay. It connects to a ventilation shaft. It connects over to the lift that then takes you down to the armory, and then from the armory you ascend up, and there's another hallway kind of resembling that space station, and that hallway connects to the main control area. So I think it's just more of like, I don't know, I'm just trying to throw shit out there. I don't know if any of it's helping or not. I don't know if any of it's coming through or helping.
While you're explaining this, I'm trying to visualize a design in my head.
Yeah.
Something that captures.
It's
that.
rough. it's difficult. It's easier said than done. Like, absolutely. Where you're like, it has to also make sense it also has to be functional, right?
Correct.
Because you're like, well, if someone was going to like live in this castle or use this castle, like that is also I think one of the more challenging parts of it as well, right? Is just being like, how do you make it function and still be a dungeon? That's the tricky part.
Yeah, because I wanted to have that appearance.
Yeah.
I want people to walk in and be like, oh yeah, this is a castle.
Yeah. I personally would look at layouts of castles in real life.
That's what I have open on my other monitor right now.
Oh, cool.
I am still coming to the realization, though, that I need a third fucking monitor.
Yeah.
And I kind of hate that.
Yeah. I need to set up my 4th monitor. All right, I have to go. I have to get this bird. I put her in timeout for a little bit because she bit me because I picked her up the wrong way, and now I have to make sure I get her and look out for her. Well, because you have to be like, no, can't do that. That's not how we communicate, you know. So, all right, good luck.
All right,
Godspeed.
brother.
Hats off.
You too.
There goes my hero.
That bird will be the death of him.
Hmm. I think I've got something, chat. I'm cooking. Hold on.
Oh shit!
I'm cooking. Hold on.
I'm holding.
I think I realized the issue is that I was trying to make it too symmetrical. I think a little asymmetry might actually make it pop. I think it just needs to be a little bit longer. I do one of these over here. Give off. What if I? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Although I guess it would make. Maybe not. Huh. It actually does line up. Fuck. Shit. I need to shrink this right side then. So. Okay, chat. What do we think of this? These are the walls. So these are the walkable structures, the parapets that the party will be able to traverse.
Yeah.
I mean, they will be hallways right now. God, I wish they did the layer version already, so you can export layers. I wish they did that already. So that way I could actually, like, if you went outside, you would see the floor on top, but if you went in, the floor on top would be removed. That's a thing you can do, but Incarnate hasn't gotten to that export yet. So this is going to be the courtyard. There's going to be some other houses in here that the party's going to be able to explore. Because it's meant to be like a fort or a keep. I guess castle was incorrect. Is this a castle or is this a keep? What the fuck is this?
A bastion.
What is the difference between a castle and a keep?
I don't know.
Does anyone know?
If I had to make an assumption based off all the history / media I've seen, castles are meant to house royalty, while keeps are just meant to be strongholds.
Curious. Chat, do we have any answers? I'm hoping there's like one history nerd in chat. Castles will occasionally have a keep inside it, located in the courtyard. A keep can exist as its own structure. Aw.
Is that the Roskuza?
Hello.
What's up, gamer?
What's up? I just got back from a movie.
What'd you say?
Which one?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Kill.
Yeah.
I fucking get flashed back in time.
Yeah, dude. It was they're doing like the 25th anniversary thing, and me and my friends went and saw it, and that movie still holds up. Still holds up. It's a very, very good. Honestly, I'll be honest. The best golfing movie ever. Mind you, I've only seen one golfing movie.
I was like, there's more than one?
I can't think of any. Oh, well, let me see if there's any. Let me see. Is Groundhog Day a golfing movie? No. Okay, hold on. I gotta go look up golfing movies real quick. Golfing movies. Oh, Caddyshack. That's a golfing movie.
What?
You never seen Caddyshack?
No. What the hell is that?
That just goes to show Happy Gilmore is the best golfing movie.
I haven't seen Happy Gilmore either.
Dude. Go watch. Go watch.
I don't watch
theaters,
golf
right?
movies, bro.
Okay, but it's not just a golf
In
movie.
theater.
It's more
It's
than just a
not
golf movie.
just a golf movie.
Yeah. It's about a hockey player.
You ought to understand the deep implications.
Yeah,
The
correct.
minutia.
The minutia. What? It's a good movie. It's a fantastic movie.
You say you call yourself a media literate and you haven't even seen this movie?
Yeah, honestly, yes. If I don't take any reviewers' review seriously if they have not confirmed that they've seen Happy Gilmore. It needs to be a requirement.
If you say so.
Basically, your opinion doesn't matter if you haven't seen Happy Gilmore.
Of course.
What could I say? I'm just correct.
What are you up to, Handsome?
Just got back. Got session in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to see what's up. What's popping? What's crack-a-lacking?
What is the difference between a castle and a keep?
Difference between a castle and a keep?
Yeah.
I imagine the difference being... when I think of a keep, I think... Now, I could just be wrong. But when I think of a keep, I think of something like... kind of like... a castle without walls? Or like a larger... Or like a larger structure kind of at the center of like a bigger... like... bigger area or structure. I don't know. Like, I never really thought about it.
Okay. Would you consider then a castle something like this? These are walls with towers, a large central structure with several buildings on the interior.
I mean, yeah, I think I could consider that a castle. I think probably one of the, I guess in my opinion, the most defining features of a castle is like probably
Taxation.
taxation. Probably like the big, like there's at least one big structure that kind of stands out the most, I guess.
Okay.
I never really thought about the difference between the two, honestly. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Oh, okay. So a castle is a fortified structure, often the residence of a lord or monarch, while a keep is a mostly heavily fortified part of a castle. So keeps are a part of a castle, or part of castles. Usually the heart of a castle, the most fortified part.
Oh, so this structure is the keep.
Whatever your most heavily fortified, like whatever you consider the heart of the castle, and it's the most heavily fortified, that would be the keep. At least that's what.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I learn something every day.
Yeah. I guess I never really thought about it before, but yeah. There you go.
I never really synced about it.
You know what? Now I want to see what's the
fuck
between
did you
keep...
just say?
Well, what did you just say?
I didn't say nothing.
You dare utter that name here?
What?
What do you mean? You're hearing things.
I'll kill him.
Oh no.
Ooh, I didn't say nothing.
He won't even know what hit him. But as he lays there dying, and I shatter his phylactery over my knee.
Oh, I think you will know at this point.
Sick no!
I go, Zebus did this.
Man, I didn't do nothing.
Zeba's trying to like hold back your hand from crushing the phylactery like Thanos and Captain America.
I just love the visual of the rat screaming at me, and I just look perplexed.
Harump.
What's up, King? Why you humping? Why you herming?
I'm thinking.
This guy's thinking. Can you imagine? This guy uses the gray matter in his head.
Cringe!
This dude's brain is all wrinkly and shit.
You're fucking gross.
Not mine. I straighten it out like my bed every day.
Nice. Hell yeah, brother. I iron that shit.
I iron it out.
Ain't no fucking
Sure it's-
wrinkles.
That's right. Have you seen the fucking thing where it's like, I'm sure you have, it's like the meme where it's like big brain gets eaten by mind flayer, small brain can dodge mind flayer attack.
Yeah.
Back of head, mind flayer can't reach.
Oh, they organized it again. Bastards. God damn it.
Nah.
It's literally the like I know where everything is in my mess. And then somebody comes in, they clean up my mess, and I go, where is everything?
What have you done?
Correct. They do that like every 6 months. Like Foundry or Incarnate will come in and they're like, this isn't organized enough. And then they'll organize all of their brushes into what should be the actual organization. Like it's actually labeled correctly. Like they put water with all of the water assets. Thank God. So I'm not scouring between 19 different sets for one water brush. But you moved everything, which means I have to get adjusted to that where everything's at.
That's unfortunate.
I hate you.
Behold, first world problems.
Do you guys know there's another Predator movie coming out?
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the animated one.
No, not an animated one, like another movie.
A movie.
Oh no, I had no idea.
It's called Predator Badlands, and apparently the Predator in this one, I lick my lips. It's a female Predator.
Oh God.
Oh,
If you know anything about in the comics about Predators, the female ones are fucking gargantuan.
nice.
No,
They're
Frosty,
huge.
you can't handle her. You won't live.
I can, guys, go on without
It's
me.
gonna scalp you,
It's
bro.
gonna be me in the movie, guys. I'll keep her back. Go on without me.
Bro, she's just gonna
Take off
scalp
your
you,
shirt.
man.
I can handle her. No, I don't have a weapon. She won't attack me if I don't have a weapon. Don't worry.
I got your weapon right here.
I'll fight her. I'll hold her back while y'all get away.
That's
be
what a
awesome.
hero.
What can I say? I'm that guy.
What can I say?
At the end of the movie, you just see me like, hey guys, I survived. We're going steady now.
I love her.
Me and her, we got a thing.
You've got the mark on your cheek or whatever that they
Yeah, I got the mark. Yeah.
Nice.
Turns out she's very impressed with the fact that I can get a quad kill in Call of Duty in like 5 seconds, dude.
She loves me because I'm a gamer.
Gentlemen, it looks like the missus is calling. He turns around. There's like 3 dots on his ass.
Yeah, the missus is calling.
I'll be back,
Don't
boys.
mind
Don't wait up.
It's date night.
Nice. I need to get Warzone.
Do it.
Do you?
I'll tell I put my hand on it. It's gonna take up so much fucking space.
You're doomed.
You're doomed.
I kind of want to play Warzone, I should say.
Play with me, friend.
Why?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, we're not gonna be winning as easily as we do in Fortnite. Bro, we're about to get our shits rocked.
That's also kind of fun to, lose with your friends.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely helps. Thankfully, they have Warzone and Warzone for people like us. They have Warzone Casual.
Oh, nice. What does that
So it's
mean?
basically
Warzone.
Warzone Casual is just normal
Casual
Fortnite.
is crazy.
Yeah, they do the thing that Fortnite does, and there's like, all right, here's a bunch of players and here's a bunch of bots. Go have fun.
Oh,
right.
nice.
Yeah.
Here's Warzone, and then here's Weenie Hut Junior Warzone.
Hell yeah, brother. Look, man, I'm not trying to play with the speed demons in Call of Duty, all right?
Yeah,
I'm
I've
trying
seen the speed
That's me.
tech, quote unquote.
Look, dude.
That's
I
you?
spent-
No way. You get arthritis in your hands trying to do that shit.
Here's
What?
the thing. I could see Sizzle doing it though. I could see him.
I see him being like nasty with a sniper rifle. I do not see him being some like ADHD haver fucking flying across the floor.
Okay, fair. But like, I can see Sizzle. If we were to play it, Sizzle would be the best of us. He'd be the best. My man
That
would
I can
be over
believe.
here. We'd be sitting there screaming, Rosie, they're shooting me. Damn, help me. And then this motherfucker is in like the air control tower, just like looking down. Just,
Enemy AC 130 above.
and just
Sure.
focus sniper shot.
You hear Free Bird in the background.
Me and you get sent to the gulag.
I wipe in the gulag.
It's a lot more common than you think. Dude, okay.
More likely than
Let me tell you some funny shit that happened. So when I was in when you're in the gulag, if there's enough people in there, you
You're
can watch
in the
other people's
gulag.
fights, and they give you 5 rocks to throw at people when
That's
you're
crazy.
watching. So like when my friend went up, I was like giving call outs for him. And then I see the dude and I throw my rock at him and he looks up at me and my friend immediately just runs over and blasts him in the head.
Nice.
Like the dude was you can tell he was pissed at me because how fast he looked over up at me.
Doesn't that have like public VC? Like you can just yell at people?
Yep, there's proximity
All right,
chat.
that might be worth it just for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to learn new slurs.
You have no idea how funny it is.
I didn't even know that was a word.
He'll just be playing, and then like I'll hop upon the squeakers, the kids. He's like, no, please don't kill me. Music to my ears. They're screaming out as I grab them. I smoke a blunt out of their ear because that's a thing you can do.
What the? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Call of Duty did like a super hard pivot into the 420 shit.
Okay, here's the thing. They've been like that.
You know
I know that
audience.
they.
For
Now,
a
mind
long
you,
time
I'm
now.
aware that there's always been like 420 stuff, but now it's like super fucking egregious. There's like bong guns and shit like that.
Yeah, dude. So my favorite skin that they've released, I kind of want to get it. It's called the Weedstronaut. It's just a dude in an astronaut suit, and the inside is just full of weed leaves. Dude, it's so fucking bad. And his gun, when you do the weapon inspect, it does like a fucking Star Trek fucking like 500 cigarettes, but it's a blunt. It's so fucking dumb, dude.
500
Oscar.
blunts.
I honestly thought you said with the astronaut in his helmet he was hotboxing himself. It's just smoke.
Yeah, no, chances are likely he is hotboxing himself. They're my favorite skin that I haven't. I'm gonna buy it the moment is Blunt Fingers. It's just a dude made of weed.
What? That's what I'm talking about.
I want that, dude. I want Blunt Fingers. It's so fucking funny, dude. Oh God, what an egregious game! It's so funny. Absolutely not worth the price, by the way. But I'm stupid, so like, I'll end up getting it anyway. Right, I'm gonna go get something to eat before session, so I'm gonna bounce y'all.
All right, gamer.
I'll see you
Bye.
there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have fun with stream.
Or
And
what?
chat,
Oh.
be good. Be good, chat.
Chat,
So,
stay.
right?
Stay.
Stay. Sit. Good chat. Good chat.
What the fuck?
Down boy. Orf. That was weird.
It's weird. I'm gonna leave too because they're meeting for game. I'll see y'all later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You know what I
Why is
also
it
need to play
remote?
again?
What?
Tarkov.
Throw Legion out the window. Start kissing you on the mouth. Yeah, I guess you do. I played a little bit of it.
I haven't decided if I want to like they're dropping a bunch of new stuff in the actual main game, so I'll probably just go play the main game before I go back to modded. before I go back to SP Tarkov.
Spa.
I'm gonna send this to Razi because it's immediately. I look at my Twitter and it's immediately the female predator.
Oh, it's listening always.
It knows. There you go. I've blurted for your work.
Thanks, man. Oh, I see.
Have you done any of the new content from Monster Hunter? Hell yeah, I have. Dude, we rock that shit. Here, let's see. This is our drip.
Suppose. Oh,
The new gear is sexy as fuck. It's
nice.
got my favorite trope, the like coat over the
The
shoulders.
one-piece coat.
Oh, dude. So fucking good. I
like
saw
glasses.
that and immediately. Oh, dude. Also, part of the event. There's you kill 2 Lalabarinas and you get some like glasses that you can make. There's like
Nice.
4 types. There's like the round type that I have, and then there's like actual like Oakley shades that you can get.
Oh shit!
It's really cool. We're
How long
dripped
does it? How long does the event last?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But it's super easy to do. You basically just do bounties and you can get like a full set in one day.
Oh, okay. I don't want to miss it, but I've like there's been so much, mostly Oblivion.
Oh, it ends next week.
Oh shit. I've been kind of busy this week, so fuck me, I guess. I've been farming the shit out of Zoshia. I gotta go farm the shit out of these assholes.
Great.
When will it end?
I'm tired, boss.
The guild authorizes you. I know. I know.
Please, kill Zoshia. I'm trying.
I have. I've done it so many times, and it just keeps coming back.
How many of these goddamn things are there?
It's actually the same one.
To hit Arthur.
We just need a crystal.
Just one gem. I see Hale joined, but said nothing.
I was waiting for an opening. I've just come to replace the rat.
Oh, I see. Very good. This is for Legion. Hey, Remus. So much protagonist energy in one. True.
So are those little shapes you got stenciled out going to be separate buildings or just rooms?
Separate buildings. Because I learned the definition. So this is the keep.
So,
And then because it's all fortified, it's a castle. I've stunned you to silence.
so are you going to keep it all stone, or are you going to make some of the other buildings out of different materials?
Oh, I'm gonna make it out of different materials. So what I do is I'll start with a brush. Actually, this isn't even the correct brush. It should be this brush. So what I'll do is I'll start with a brush, and then I will layer on the other brushes to sort of give it a more weathered look. So I'll start with like the actual stone, and then I'll start layering stuff on top of it.
Okay. And if the keep is the top building, why is it all the way at like the back wall instead of inside the wall?
Because there's going to be a cliff.
Very nice. If you want a castle to like a historical example to look at that's kind of set up like that, Castle Dunluce in Ireland was set up kind of like that
Mm.
because it's right on the cliff overlooking the Antrim Sea.
Nice. Yeah, there's going to be a river behind this one.
Very nice. So I see the entrance marked directly in the center. Is there going to be like a well or a cistern there?
Yeah, so the idea is that it's basically a hidden entrance. And when they come up, they're going to emerge immediately inside the courtyard. I think it's either going to be out of a statue or something like that. Like the stairs are going to transition into a ladder that goes up.
So they're kind of backtracking through the evacuation exit, essentially.
That's a good way to think about it, yeah.
Mm.
What are we hemming about?
I'm thinking of what I want to do for the internal walls, because they're not going to also be stone. I'm thinking I'm going to make this wood with like ladders that go down. So all of this is going to be visible. It's not going to be like the internals. It's going to be the top layers of everything.
So for wood, is it going to be like a palisade wall layered inside, or do you think it's going to be like scaffolding?
I think it's an actual stone wall that they've built a platform onto. So probably scaffolding. I think there are probably going to be sections that have like an actual stone portion. Like they were getting ready to make an actual stone platform, but got stopped in the middle of making it. So there's going to be like half finished areas.
Okay, so instead of like wood all the way around, it'd just be like scaffolding here or there, maybe a ramp or two.
Yeah. So like
And then, like, some
ladders on one
discarded
side.
stonework.
I think I'm also going to make like gaps, like purposeful gaps, that if the players want to get to the other side where like a bad guy is, because there are going to be like skeleton archers and shit like that that are on the walls. So if they want to get up there, they're going to have to like jump across gaps and stuff.
Ah, so it's a ruined castle.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this place is the Necromancer's lair. The home invaders are back with sizzle.
Well, you know how you deal with home invaders. So what are the different buildings going to be?
Oh, I haven't decided that just yet. I think they're going to be like structure you probably typically see inside. So there's probably going to be a smithy. There's probably going to be a stables.
At least one would be a garrison, I imagine.
Mayhaps. I do believe so.
You could actually do for that L-shaped building, the bigger one.
Mhm.
You could probably do a combined garrison stable, where you basically divide it kind of in half and have the outer section be the stable, and then the inner one be the garrison, because the garrison's only going to be for the guards of the keep, right?
Mhm.
So it's not going to be that large.
Could do. I mean, tiled would fit, but. I think I'll do tiled and then pepper it with, like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Did you kill the home invaders?
What?
Did you kill the home invaders?
Yes. More arrived though.
Bastards.
Wave after wave.
You dealing with an invasion over there?
Is it another
People
impromptu
arrive.
party?
It's not impromptu. It's someone's birthday.
Again?
They arrive from above. Dude, what can I say? People fuck in December and then have kids in April. It's the tradition.
Everybody's locked in. It's cold
Yeah.
outside.
Exactly, dude.
Why there's so
That's
many spring
nature.
birthdays?
Yeah, man. You think we're that different from animals, bro? What do you think the deer are doing? They're like, we gotta have kids so that it's warm in the spring so they don't freeze to death.
It's easier for you to be pregnant when we're not walking around everywhere anyway.
Yep.
No, I might have to
That's
go with
just
the
the way it
tiled
is.
look. God damn it.
Tile is.
I'll just have to really, like, scuff it up. My question is, what the fuck am I going to use for the wood?
The wood.
The wood.
The code.
Oh, you missed it earlier because I think you were gone. I saw a clip on YouTube that made me be like, I'm gonna watch Blue Eye Samurai tonight.
Oh, nice.
It's
Which
about
one
the
was
villain.
it? Was it him putting the gun together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I went, wow, that's very compelling. And then
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do believe I will watch this.
He's kind of an asshole.
I saw. So I was all for that.
You should watch Blue Eye Samurai. It's very good.
Force didn't have a lot of guards either, right? Like 10, 30 minute most. I feel like 30 would be a lot. I think like a healthy number would be like what, 15 to 20? Enough that you could basically rotate them out every night.
So I don't know if you know this, but there's a castle you can get, Oblivion.
You can get a castle in Oblivion?
Yeah, you can get it pretty early too if you want.
I get my own like castle that I
Keep.
can live out of?
Yeah,
Can I decorate it and stuff?
yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah. There's a guy who will sell like accommodate like upgrades for your castle, or I get it's probably more like I haven't bought one yet because they're kind of expensive, as you might imagine. But you can like pay for additions to the castle to get like furnished and shit.
That's badass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That surprised me.
That is very shocking. I was not expecting that.
I was like, oh wow, I just get this. Nice. Guys, I'm gonna go figure out what Naren Root does finally.
I still haven't figured that shit. I picked out like a billion of those bitches.
I don't think I've ever done the Naren Root quest once in my life. So I guess I'll go figure it out. All right, so here's how I know if you're a Giga Chad or not, or a Soy. Do you teleport to all of the cities?
No,
Giga Chad.
I like running. Mostly because I can kill stuff and get EXP that way. Also, I bunny hop and level.
True. I'll start teleporting around once I visited, but for the first run,
Oh, absolutely. Like if I think the only place I teleport to is the like trade district to sell shit, and then I
Yeah.
run away.
I'll teleport to the Imperial City, and I'll basically teleport to the edge, and then I'll walk to whatever city I want.
Yeah, namely because everybody was like, you miss a lot of stuff if you just teleport everywhere, and I was like, oh, if that's the case, then
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
I'm definitely walking.
You do miss a lot. These boots were made for walking. It's kind of a shame that they let you teleport to all the cities the first time.
I'm kind of surprised that they
surprised.
did. Like I
mean, you could in the old game. That was a true thing in the old game. I just don't know why they decided to do that.
That's probably why in Skyrim they changed it so you had to discover a place before you could travel to it.
like that. There
So
should be markers on the map that are like, hey, go here, or like this is where a city's at, but you can't teleport to it until you discover it. I think that's how it should be.
El bandito.
Oh,
What's up, gamer?
El Bandito. Not much, man. How'd you like Oblivion, by the way?
It's been good. I'm doing I've made a couple characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a archer build right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about it earlier. Archer definitely feels like way more put together than melee does. Melee feels melee. Okay, so what's really weird is that archery feels punchy. When I shoot something, I see their whole body react.
Like jerk.
And they go, oh, like, I actually shot them with an arrow. Like even the scamps, when I hit them, their head fucking snaps back 90 degrees. And they're like, oh. But when I hit a dude with a weapon, like a big meaty Daedric mace, and I fucking thonk and I hit him, nothing happens. He doesn't flinch. So melee feels very light. Like it feels way too floaty. Whereas archery feels very good. It feels very punchy. So I have like 3 characters. I have a archer build. I have a melee like spellblade build, and then I have just full mage. Full mage sucks.
You're not liking full mage?
I don't like spamming C, and then I get the wolf bites me and takes off 3/4 of my health, and I have
That's the
to
mage experience.
run away.
What are
and
you
then
talking about?
whip back around and fucking spam fireballs 3 more times, and then whip away and then run and then just spam fireball. I don't like that.
That's why you need alteration, man.
I don't see what your problem is, man. What are you talking about, dude? What? That's That's the mage
That's what you should
experience.
do.
If
and
that's
you
the
should
mage
like it.
experience, you can keep it. I will
I mean,
sit
not for me.
there.
Maybe for you.
I love way more playing like I'm playing fucking Tarkov, where I peek a corner and nail some dude in the forehead with an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's way more enjoyable. And then when they get close, I swap to my flame short sword, and then I fucking
Yeah.
like that feels great.
But it's all about casting spells and running away, dude. That's the mage experience, dude.
Man, no wonder that every
That's the
conqueror
balance.
I've met gets their shit kicked in.
You go, my scamp.
Go! As I bypass the scamp and I
You walk
beeline
around
it
it.
straight to the conjurer who's like,
Wait, what are you doing? My plans.
cheating! Don't do it! As I just stab them in the gut. And then they pull out a knife. And then as they brandish the knife, I've already turned away. I've sidestepped their scamp again.
Mhm.
And then I riddle them with arrows. And they go, oh, my armor. And I go, what armor?
It do be like that.
So it's been a pretty good game so far.
Except the magic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's because the magic of like Skyrim actually did really good with the magic with like channeling spells and things like that. Which it was not the way it was before. So I understand where you're coming from. You know. Because yeah, magic feels a little better in Skyrim than it does in the other games. It's kind of as weird as it sounds. You're in Oblivion. You're kind of playing a different game that you kind of have to find the fun elsewhere, if that makes sense. Like you start off as like this shitty mage, and you're like, oh, that didn't do anything. And you're just constantly running, but eventually you just get to a point where, much like D&D.
Once you can start crafting your own spells.
You create, yeah, you get the ability and knowledge and training to create massively powerful AoE spells, and then you're just wiping the floor, you know. So it's a different. And I'm not defending it. I'm definitely not defending Oblivion's.
You can defend it, brother. That's fine.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. Like, you are absolutely correct in the sense that there's not a lot going on in Oblivion's magic. But it's like, I'm kind of explaining it like, for me, when I play a mage, I go, okay, this is rough. I gotta run around. I gotta do all this shit. I gotta fucking figure it out, you know. And it's getting to the point where I become viable, that I was like, finally, the journey was worth it. But you do gotta have to go through a little bit of hell to get to that point.
Mage hazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
We love hazing mages, bro.
Big mage hazing energy. You are 100% correct on that.
Skyrim did do a lot of good things with like channeling, like channeled
Yeah.
spells, and mostly that, and like dual. I guess the two-handed
The
system
dual
was pretty.
casting, yeah, dual casting was fun.
Yeah, although it was pretty cheesy. I did pure caster the first time, and I was a glass cannon. I'd get hit once and die at like level 50, but I wouldn't have to care because dual casting destruction basically guaranteed staggering, so you just stagger spam them to death.
Yeah.
That was kind of lame. I like what they did in that regard. I mean, I've done the Alduin quest, but yeah.
No, I haven't even finished that. Like, I've
Oh.
never beaten Skyrim.
It's pretty fast. You can do it pretty quickly. Like, you can do that at level
I-
10, to be honest.
I have like over 100 hours in Skyrim, and I just
Nice.
I did was like create characters
Nice.
and like try them out. Like, well, now I want to try this, and then I just do that, and then I'm like, oh, I want to try this, and then I just do. So I mean, it literally is just like I couldn't even get to that.
I do think they oversimplified magic in Skyrim. Like, there's no mysticism.
I feel
I
like
miss the spell variety.
every time there's new Elder Scrolls, they kind of take away
Yeah,
to like simplify things, and that's why I'm just like,
They do.
why are you doing that? Like, there's no,
yeah,
I don't think there's athletics or acrobatics in Skyrim, right?
no,
Yeah, I think that's lame, personally.
yeah.
I
Like I like the two-handed. I like the channeling. I wish there were more spells.
yeah.
Having just like one of each like element spell was kind of meh. Where's my summon Daedra spider, where it's just like a big booba drider?
Good heavens.
Honestly, what the fuck? Elder Scrolls.
I have seen people be like, or I think I saw a comment from one of the creators being like, yeah, if Oblivion's getting a remaster like this, Morrowind is as well.
I would love that.
That would be wild.
But I'm also willing to acknowledge that they would have to change the combat system up.
Oh, they'd have to change so much. I don't think the modern audience would be prepared for a Morrowind run.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I feel like a modern audience would play Morrowind and be like, "This is dog shit. I'm swinging at the creature.
Yep.
I'm missing. Why am I missing? Because it's very D&D-esque in the sense that you're just like, oh yeah, you got to break their armor class, and then if you swing and you miss, even though you're swinging in front of them, it's a miss. You know, it's if your skill's not high enough, it's a miss.
I don't
even
think
if you're
they're ready
stare at them.
to try and like cast a spell and it just fails.
Oh yeah, there's spell failure. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's spell failure. If a spell's too powerful, you don't cast this. You have a percentage chance of whether you cast the spell or not.
It doesn't work.
If your skill's not high enough and you learn super mega nuke blast and you try and cast it, you'll be like, you got a 1% chance of getting this off. And you're like, all right.
That's all I need, baby.
And you cast it and you miss, and you get a little prompt box at the bottom that says you failed to cast a spell, as your magicka immediately drains from the powerful spell you're trying to fucking cast. So yeah, it's I love it.
Brutal.
If they do it, I'm all for it. But I know for a fact that they'd have to like change the combat system and all that. And I don't want them to do that. I want it to be a crusty Morrowind experience.
The crusty Morrowind experience.
I want to be able to level up my alteration and then create a massive jump spell that lets me leap across the island like a madman. That was also a cool thing. There was like jump spells and acrobatics. The alchemy was busted so that you could exploit alchemy, because the way alchemy worked in Morrowind is that it scaled off your alchemy skill and your intelligence stat. So you would create intelligence potions that increased your intelligence, drink them, which had like a small duration. And now with the heightened intelligence, you can create stronger potions with longer durations. So then you create a new intelligence potion, and you just keep doing that, and the potions stack. So you're just drinking all these intelligence potions. And then you're just like, all right, I got 60,000 intelligence. I'm going to make a jump potion. And then you're like, all right, here it goes. They're like, this increases your acrobatics by 53,200. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Woo! And you're just doing insane fucking dog shit abilities. But I mean, like, the little, you don't have to exploit it if you don't want to. But yeah, it's just, you absolutely could. And like, you had an enchanting system. There was a spell crafting system, which was really fucking cool. And yeah, it was fun. It was an old fantasy adventure that you could sink hundreds of hours into. I think Morrowind was pretty big as well. Like, you explored the entire island of Vardenfell, and yeah, and there was
it was mostly
and racism.
I'm about to say it was mostly about the Dunmer, right?
Yeah, and a lot of slavery.
So much slavery.
Yeah, so I don't. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if there will ever be a Morrowind.
So much slavery. Racial slavery.
So much slavery. So many slurs.
Ugh. Whatever you say, Noir.
Yeah. You're like, they'd be like, you N-wad. You're like, I don't think you could say that to me. You can't say that to me. I don't think you can say that anymore. Like there was I think there was like a score of like how many slaves you freed. Which like
nice.
Also like slaves freed 3. Like it was
Nice.
0. Everyone looks at you. What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, go free option after freeing. Yeah, it's just it was weird. It's a weird fucking game. And I love it. And
Never ask a dumber what color egg my wife lays.
Although, to be fair, the jailer, or not the jailer, the prisoner at the beginning was also very racist with whatever race you chose. They would say,
Oh yeah, actually just read a post that's like, no matter what you pick, he's incredibly
Yeah, he
racist.
shits on you.
And
incredibly
sexist
racist
to you.
He's incredibly racist to you. Yeah.
It's the worst.
If you're
Guys,
a Dunmer,
I got bad news.
If you're a Dunmer, he talks about like fucking your wife.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. He's a
Holy.
he's a piece of shit. And his ancestor is in Skyrim.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. His ancestor's like, yeah, I'm my dad, or I'm the descendant of the hero of Kavach. Like he's just an absolute shit talker. You're just like, no.
You're not.
Oh yeah. Needless to say, Morrowind's great. Oblivion's great too.
True.
I think Oblivion's solid.
Elder Scrolls is great. It is, however, the story is 90% abhorrent racism.
Yes, 100%.
The world.
Which also means when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I dare say it will
can't
probably
wait.
be the final Elder Scrolls because it's probably going to suck so bad.
Oof.
It's probably going to be, and not saying because of the
God,
lack
what would
of
it
racism.
even be about?
That is,
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
so I'm gonna be
like,
honest. That is how that
What it
statement
sound-
reads.
Yeah,
yeah.
There were two separate.
just isn't the same.
Yeah, there were two separate statements that they weren't meant to be related to each other.
That's funny.
I'm just saying when it comes to Bethesda creating new games, they haven't been doing too hot. It seems to be getting worse every time they create a new game. And I don't know why. I guess to make it more accessible or something.
Several reasons. Yeah.
Because also, like, Starfield, I couldn't get through an hour of Starfield without being like...
I think that's just, they released it too soon.
This is the boring game. They released it too soon! That game was been developed for like over a decade! What do you mean too soon?
It still needed more time.
If it still needed more time, there was never going to be enough time for that game.
True.
That's my stake.
It's because the engine sucks. It's because Creative Engine just can't handle that fucking space travel.
What did they didn't make a new engine? It was the same fucking engine.
It's still Creative. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's why it sucks. That's why it's all loading screens. Their shit cannot handle that. And every game that they've made has been basically them trying to streamline the previous game.
Yeah.
That's how Todd got into his executive position, is by helping, like, Morrowind was them streamlining Daggerfall, because Daggerfall was not a success.
Daggerfall was also pretty...
It was stupid.
I can't... I have no interest in Daggerfall.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You're right. It's all continuously streamlining. That's all they're doing is just continuously streamlining this game. Well, eventually it is going to go too far, and then it's like a streamlined Skyrim. Like, what the fuck does that even look like? You know what I mean?
A singular hallway.
Yeah. Just like I don't even know what that would look like.
Correct.
I
I mean, I think personally, Skyrim's already too streamlined from Oblivion. Like, there's a lot of stuff in Oblivion they should have kept, but
It's Skyrim's still good, you know, but like,
Yeah.
you know, absolutely there are things that I wish they that, you know, I didn't like they got rid of athletics and acrobatics. I love leveling up a skill that increases my jump height. That shit's awesome.
a lot more creature diversity in Oblivion.
Yeah, I forgot there were goblins. I was like, oh my god.
Goblins, unicorns, minotaurs.
Yeah, every time I see a creature from Oblivion, I was like, oh my god, I forgot you existed.
Yep.
You know what's crazy
yeah.
about Minotaurs?
Hmm.
They helped build the Empire.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Owned. Let me guess. They were. People were like, "Thanks for helping build that." However, by unforgiving racism
No,
means
no,
you
no,
can't
no, no,
live
no,
here.
no, no. So they helped build the Empire. It's why like the White Keep and everything like that has such amazing walls. Is because the Minotaurs helped build it. They were part of the Empire, and the Imperials still acknowledged the Minotaur, but the gods cursed the Minotaur because of their
Well,
arrogance.
what the fuck? Assholes. Well, yeah, they should be arrogant. Look what they made. That's fucked up.
They're like, oh, you
That's-
think you're such great builders?
That's
Yes.
fucked.
Beasts with you.
That's just such
They're like, oh yeah, you got self-esteem? Not in this world. Wow.
owned. L
So they
plus
made them
cowhead.
like feral
Plus stupid.
creatures, basically. But I think I want to say it's Skyrim ? Technically, in the timeline, where like Minotaurs are shirking that curse and are starting to become people again.
Oh, well, we never see them, so I couldn't tell you. We get giants instead, but
Yeah, well, Skyrim's for the Nords, or at least that's what I keep being
Jesus,
told.
racist motherfuckers. The
Skyrim's
slaughter
for-
at Markath.
Yeah, they're like, Skyrim's for the Nords, as I kiss my Khajiit wife.
yep.
Oh, sorry, for men, Nord men.
Yeah, you gotta get the fucking Ulfric, you piece of shit, scum.
Everyone fucking sucked in Skyrim, I thought.
A little bit.
Usually the
I don't know, I
Nords
thought-
suck way fucking more than the Imperials.
General Tully was kind of like, I'm done with these Nords, but I kind of understand where he's coming from. Like, he is dealing with a civil war. He is dealing with a civil war. His entire job there is to deal with Nords and the Jarls basically being like, you hurt my feelings, so I'm not helping you.
Yeah, keeping their subjects in line. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. I don't know. He was cooler than Ulfric. Okay.
He was cool because it was the same voice. It was the same actor from Battlestar Galactica.
I mean, yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
So I will say, in terms of fights, Ulfric's kind of a cooler fight because he uses the voice
Yeah.
versus the fucking general who's just a really good swordsman. I don't know. I guess there's a difference between you roll up and you get fucking Fusordad and you're like, what?
What the fuck? Oh, did you see the one where like you like during I think it was like during one of the negotiations or something, like you can like follow Ulfric back to what's his where's he rule? Whiterun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like from the negotiations, he's like, I'm going back to Whiterun. And then you can just follow him all the way back to Whiterun from like the other side of Skyrim.
He just walks it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice.
Someone was talking about their journey, like at one point in time, like he goes through like the starting town and just fucking murders the black.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he's like Imperial scum. Everyone's like, Jesus, fuck! And he's like, Back to Whiterun. Keeps walking.
Gotta
like,
keep
what?
going.
I guess it is. It's because of their alliances. He's like, I hate this blacksmith. I'm going to kill him now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I read that somewhere, but I would love to do that. Just follow an NPC all the way to where they're like, all right, time to walk back to Whiterun. You're like,
Pretty sure
"Hey,
the-
man.
Only reason he hates the Imperials because they wouldn't help him slaughter the Reachmen.
What's the Reachman?
The Reachmen are there in Markarth.
Oh,
He's the one who led the fucking massacre against the Reachmen.
oh, I see.
So if I remember the story correctly, the Reachmen are basically like the true Nords.
Are
Like,
those the like the Briarheart guys?
yeah, so that they become like Daedra worshippers.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. You mean to tell me the Nords that are like
The Nords you see, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed
Yeah, they're like
motherfuckers, are the
Skyrim's-
dudes out there fucking the Bretons.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like
And then
Skyrim's
correct.
for the Nords, but not
Correct.
the super Nords.
Correct. They
Not
looked
the-
at the actual Nords, the actual like Northmen, and went, not your house.
Yeah.
So America.
Yes. I mean, it's every colonizing story
Europe.
everywhere.
I mean, England, right? You had
Yeah.
the Picts, and then the Anglo-Saxons came along and went,
But America's
but
like
we're the real
yeah,
Europeans.
America's for the real Americans, and then the
Correct.
Indonesian people are like, what about us? You're like,
Unless-
what? Stay over there in
Who?
your casino.
Please leave us alone.
Yeah. Here, take some money and some land, and we'll never speak of this again. Okay.
Correct. Please don't bring it up.
Cool.
I will get upset if you bring it up
I
to me.
will get angry.
So they basically take this corner. They take Markarth and they're like, this is our home. We're gonna worship our gods, all this shit. And they have a Jarl who's in charge of them, who's a really shitty dude. Who's basically performing like an ethnic cleansing in that place. Like making it an awful place for the Reachmen to live.
Epic.
They
Yeah.
kick him out. They're like, we have more people than you. So they force him out. And he goes to Ulfric and
Yep.
is like, help me get back my territory. It's mine. And the entire time, the Reachmen have built like an actual like structure. They've made like a democratic structure of like government there in Markarth. And they reach out to the Imperials and they're like, hey, we just want you to know that, this is what we did. This guy's an asshole. We deposed him, but we're still willing to be allies and like willing to join the Empire. But the Empire is fighting the Eldmeri Dominion right now.
Yeah.
They're getting
Wait,
Cyrodiil is getting raised by the elves currently.
I didn't realize they were actively fighting them. I thought it was already.
Oh,
it
dude,
was
the
done.
elves like get into the actual like Imperial city.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I thought like it was already done. Like,
oh no,
the
I'm
elves
talking
were
about
already,
this is the story of the Reachmen before Skyrim. This is why I hate Ulfric.
Okay.
So
One of the reasons.
Ulfric goes, fine, but like you basically owe me. And then he wanders over with he musters like his militia, like his men at arms, all that shit. They go over and they fucking massacre the Reachmen. They slaughter the like men, women, children. Nobody's fucking like the actual story is like the Nords come, they take the Reachmen, they take the Reachmen's children, and they throw them from the walls of Markarth.
Wolf.
Well, the other thing about Markarth, which I'm sure it was a prime motivator, is that it's a huge silver mine.
Correct. It makes a lot of money.
It makes so much money.
So they basically
Again, have them being free with our minds.
They basically beat the Reachmen into submission and then perform an ethnic cleansing to clear out Markarth to take it back for the Nords. And basically like force the Reachmen to submit. So the way the Reachmen survive now is by worshiping Daedra,
Oh no.
Yeah, that's where those the dudes like dress up in like leaves and shit come from
Mhm.
with like the briar hearts. I
Yeah.
fucking forget what they're called.
Like there's so few Reachmen now that they have to resort to Daedra worship to save their people.
Wow. So the world sucks.
Correct.
And
That's
I'm
why
excited.
Ulfric's a piece of shit.
So I'm excited to see what happens in Elder Scrolls 6.
I really want to know what the fuck it's going to be about.
The Forsworn, that's what they're called.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck is it going to be about?
I hope it's Elder Scrolls 6.
Dragons 2.
Morrowind. Let's go, baby. We're going back. Woo!
Yes.
Well, I thought the picture.
What if it was just
I
like-
thought the picture was like High Rock or whatever,
Uh,
What if
like
it's just like
Wayrest
they're-
and all that.
It's just Atronachs. It's just the Giga Atronach.
Oh, good heavens! What if they got weird with it again? Like,
God, I hope so.
what if we got
Graham's
some
best
like?
would just got weird with it.
What if we got some like Sword Saints type shit? Like they're cutting fucking continents in half and stuff.
Oh my god, the Reckoning.
Holy
I mean, it
shit.
could be post-apocalyptic because, like, with Skyrim, the Empire is basically falling apart, right? It was definitely in decline, so they could do like sort of like a Dark Ages Elder Scrolls, like post-Empire, where High Rock is now an independent state and is maybe you're fighting a warlord or something. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Orsiniums fall in.
yeah.
Like just a bunch of really crazy shit.
Yeah, basically the fall, like it is the fall of the Roman Empire, but like in Elder Scrolls, where like everything just falls apart and has to rebuild.
That'd be cool.
Well, we'll never find out because Elder Scrolls 6 is never coming out.
True, we get to experience it IRL. Let's go.
This I will say, whenever Elder Scrolls 6 will come out, people will complain it's too woke. That I got my money on.
If it comes out in like the next 5 years, I think
Okay.
people are going to be so fucking exhausted, like emotionally. Yeah, dude. I think there's going to be a pivot.
That'd be nice.
I have heard that like people are already like even mega voters are starting to get exhausted from all the shit that's coming out of the White House. Like
That'd be nice.
his ratings are plummeting.
Look, all I know is I don't know the will of the people until the elections happen. So
Bro,
I think there's going to be a pivot where people are finally realizing how fucking exhausting it is to hate everything all the time and basically rotate your entire life around just pure vitriol hatred that they're going to just be so exhausted that they give up. And there maybe will gain some empathy or maybe some wisdom from that. And then we see a nice pivot and turn.
Mhm.
That's what I think will
Maybe.
happen.
that'd be nice.
my fear is that that assuming we survive the next 3 years, the Dems will come in and be like, "We're not Trump, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're tired of Trump. Let's get Democrats back." And then they're like, "All right,
Time to
we're
do
here.
fucking nothing.
Exactly. Now things can just go back to the way they were." And we go, "But no,
No.
we still need things fixed." And they're like, "But we're not actively obliterating the economy, so we don't have to do anything."
Man, they shouldn't have done my boy Birdie dirty like that. That's all I'll say.
He's been getting a huge support, like a huge wave. I mean, he won't be elected because he's too
not
old.
he's not gonna run. Yeah,
Right,
it's
he's
too
way
little,
too old.
Late. It's too little, too late. Yeah.
I guess it is. Yeah. I mean, he's always had like public support. So
Yeah, but the fucking Democrats have that stupid super delegate system, which is
Yeah, they pushed him
utter
out.
horseshit.
because they knew he'd win,
Yeah, utter.
and it won him.
They need to get rid of that system.
And it won him actually changing the healthcare system. They benefit from that too.
Yeah, they need to get rid of the super delegate system. That needs
of course
to
they do.
fucking go. That needs to go, man. I think the best we're gonna do is less chaos. Or
Well, that can happen one way or another.
yeah, or flip side, which I've always believed, it's all gonna go to hell, but then we will enter a golden age of America after a great suffering.
What's the meme? It's like there was a meme that was really popular on Twitter for a long time, or like that started when Trump got reelected. That was like, my father is a born and raised like diehard follower of like the Chinese regime, and he believes that Trump was ordained to rule by God, but not to do it for a good reason, but to bring America to ruin.
Oh, I mean,
Nice.
And it will make China rise up. Like that was her father's belief. Like
That's
he's like all for the Trump presidency, not because it's gonna do anything, but because it's gonna ruin America.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Let me actually pull this up so I can give it to you correct. Because there is actually, and I know this sounds silly. I have to get this correct. But essentially, it's supposed to be like. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at this real quick. I gotta do my research.
Researching.
The hell are you researching?
Oh wow, look at this cool Oblivion gate. Just hanging out.
Wow,
Wow, the ominous.
Evil.
Oh, it's in the middle of a graveyard. That's cool. Who the hell are you? Oh, it's a scam. Get the fuck out of here.
Fireball! The fireball!
Firebolt! Firebolt!
It's the only thing I can do.
Run those hands.
Okay, so essentially, there is a prophecy in the Bible.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Let's
This is
go.
gonna be good.
Let's
This
get
is gonna be good.
prophetic.
Where essentially we will go through 7 years of suffering, followed by 7 years of peace. It happens in Revelation. Essentially, it's Satan's one final power grab, where everyone's gonna fucking suffer for 7 years, and then Jesus comes back with the 7 years of peace. That's how the Bible is. So it's very interesting because we've also looked at this. People have looked at this. We're talking about this specifically with Obama being like the 7 years of suffering, which it wasn't. And I'm like, that's silly. And then I look at Trump, and I'm going, oh, but maybe. But then I stop myself and I remind myself that America is not the planet.
The entire world. Yeah, man. It's hard. Sometimes it's easy to forget, man.
That is kind of the catch. Is that if I narrow my eyes and I put my hands up around my eyes and I blind myself to the rest of the world, I go, yep, we're suffering. The world's is
ending.
Suffering.
World's ending. I just gotta close the hands over my face and just look through the slit between my two hands.
And I look to my immediate left and right, and I don't look beyond the suburb I'm in. At
the end of the day, America's had it too good for too long. Because now that we're going through an actual, like, scary, like, something actually happening that's happened in every other fucking country in the world.
Correct.
We're going, guys, it's all Jover, dude. And they're like, bitch,
That first time?
this. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. First time, nods at, at Gallows. I'm like, yeah, but it's not supposed to happen to us. I kick rocks.
Dang it! I thought it was the end of
America.
history.
But my country's the main character. Kicks dirt.
We can't lose to China.
No.
The book said so.
Get me started on
No, just
GI Joe told me that we couldn't lose.
200 deals.
it looks
200
nice.
deals.
It looks nice. It's just
Nice.
I wasn't expecting it to be Chinese.
I'm still laughing about that interview I was reading yesterday.
That psychotic interview, yeah.
That it's
Which
just
one?
the transcript from the Time interview. It's so much funnier to read it than hear him say it, because you go, this is maddening. This is insane. This is a crazy person talking.
I couldn't watch any more interviews after our American Ukrainian interview.
No, just read them. They're hilarious to read, and then just say it out loud, and you're just
can't.
oh, I was dying laughing.
I can't.
The interviewer was like, hey, so 90 deals in 90 days. This is day 13, and there have been no announced deals. And he's like, I got deals. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't have an announced. Like, oh yeah, I got tons of deals. Tons of deals are happening. And they're like,
I'm dealing all over the place.
and he goes, Mr. President, and he goes, 200 deals. And he's there. The interviewer's like, you've got
Ouch.
200 deals. He's like, yep. It's like, when are you going to announce one of them? It was just a number he pulled out of his ass, but I really think he overreached. He was like,
It's
200 deals. You're like, what?
Governing's kind of hard.
And then he's like, if you make it in America, it's a 0% tariff. And it's like, that's not how tariffs work, Mr. President. That's not. Yeah.
Mr. President.
It works like that to me.
Yeah, you're right. It is a 0% tariff because we aren't importing anything into the country. You dummy. You silly, silly man. And then he kept saying that we were a big department store.
That's so true and real.
Huge department store.
Huge.
I think
I
today's a wash.
saw a meme that was like, this is a complete departure, by the way. I saw
Yeah,
a meme
go for it.
that was
Good.
like, download Oblivion, play 7 hours of Oblivion, stop, go reinstall Skyrim. Todd wins again.
He just keeps pulling me back.
I think I heard fireworks. I hope I heard fireworks. hope
That was
that
a
was-
gunshot.
I hope that wasn't a bunch of gunshots I just heard.
No, that was my fingers popping. You're welcome.
Well, we'll find out in like an hour, when
The cops show up.
when cops are literally everywhere, then I'll be like, oh,
Must have been fireworks.
I guess it was. Yeah, I guess it was fireworks. It definitely was fireworks. You ever
Good.
want Burger King because you remember how good it used to be?
No.
Yeah, that's usually what tricks me into getting it, and then I bite it and I go, it just tastes like dog shit. It gets me every time.
I'm getting that itch again, dude, where I'm like, maybe this
That's
time.
unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe this time I'll have a
For
Whopper.
real, for real.
That's really good.
Whop.
I used to love Whoppers, dude. Back in the day, back in my day, when I'd get a Whopper value meal for $5.25.
$5. Imagine getting any food for $5.
Oh, I miss it. I miss those days where you could be broke and still afford like
Remember when
food.
remember when fast food was food for the poor?
Yeah. Guys, remember
Isn't
that?
wild?
Do you remember that? Why not local burger? Because I'm being nostalgia pilled right now. That's why I've got the rose tinted glasses where you sink your teeth in that Whopper and you go, oh, That
Yeah,
fake
juice.
flame broiled
That's right.
taste. I know it's not flame broiled, but I don't know what it is, but I
The
like it.
Propane that they spray on it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is,
propane perfume.
but there's something about it. It's like, yeah, or like a kid's meal from McDonald's or anything from Wendy's. It's just something about it. It just scratches that nostalgic itch where you're like, God, this is so bad for me. And yet I can't stop eating it.
I think the last time I ordered it, it was because it had like buy one get one free, and it was like the chicken fries or whatever.
Oh yeah. That's what I've got right now.
And I was like, very well. Now, mind you, I was genuinely surprised because usually 9.9 out of 10 times the chicken fries are burnt to shit, and they are just, you're basically chewing on cartilage.
Oh.
It's ashy, it's crumbly, there's like it's chalky. There's like no actual chicken texture. What I got was the 0.01%, where it was actually like juicy and like actually like tender chicken. And I was like, holy fuck, wait a minute.
Can you just do this
All the if you did this all the time, you would make money.
Are we going to see Burger King die in our lifetime?
Probably.
Hopefully.
There's already a lot of restaurants that are like, what was the big thing? There was a big article coming out recently that was like, I think I read it last night, that was like, corporate leaders everywhere are feeling the pressure because nobody's buying their shitty stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And like money is, or like profits are tanking at like record speeds.
Oh no, I can't believe I tanked the quality of my product to make it cheaper and then charged more money for it. Didn't work as a strategy.
But it has worked. Until now.
I mean, it's very short term in the grand scheme of things, I feel like.
Yes.
This only started happening like more recently, I felt like.
The tragedy is they'll go, oh no, I tanked it, and then they'll get their little golden parachute and they'll walk away.
Burger King?
Yes.
Oh,
Look, I'm hoping it.
Oh, you mean they'll get paid out? I thought you meant they'll be bailed out. That's what I thought.
No, I mean the CEO will get paid, like take his money and leave.
Oh yeah, I was like, why would the government bail out Burger
Oh, the
King?
government wouldn't bail out Burger King. Although, who knows? Trump might. Like honestly,
honestly, that would be
wild.
That'd be funny as hell.
We see fucking Trump in a Burger King like a year from now, going, "It's the best burgers. It's Americans, America's burgers."
Yesterday we arrested a judge. Today we deported a 2-year-old. Anything's on the table.
I have burgers. New rule: Burger King will now be the only people allowed to serve food in the White House.
It'll be called Trump King.
The best.
The best burger.
I wake up, I see Vance's face every day, and I think of a burger.
Do you remember when Trump had a steak brand that also failed? He had Trump steaks that you could buy from the Sharper Image.
Nice.
I do remember that. Mostly because it came up a lot during his first campaign.
I just raised the stakes. Wait, did it really?
What I saw, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice. Guys, I can dodge now. Let's go.
The fuck you mean you can dodge?
In Oblivion, if you get your acrobatics high enough, you can sort of scoot around.
Oh, I guess it was brought up a lot during the primaries.
Hold block in space, you can dodge now.
2007.
Whoa.
Mail order porterhouses. Oh my.
What? Why is this guy ordering mails?
Oh, this is with the Yeah. Oh, comparing Trump steaks with mail order porterhouses. Got a
Oh.
7.5.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're good.
It wasn't good. It was the worst one of the 3.
It was the worst.
Higher rating than Greenwich Village Butcher and the O'Malley Tad Steaks. A cheap steak cafeteria received. This cow should be ashamed.
Democrats would believe you'd have to season steak for it to be good. They're wrong.
The Angus
All right.
certified and prime graded bone-in ribeye against choice grade bone-in ribeye and prime graded Publix. Or Publix. I get all my steaks from Publix.
Publix any good?
Much like everything, it's kind of starting to become a little shit. But yeah,
Their deli aisle's really
the
pretty
deli,
still good.
dude. Weren't you here? Didn't you used to live in Florida at some point?
When I was a wee lad.
Ah, gotcha. So yeah, Publix deli is the best. Just period. The chicken tenders is the best.
Fried
period.
chicken.
Their fried chicken well, it's good. You know, I've definitely had better chicken places. But I mean, their chicken tenders are really good. Their pub subs, it's like cult status. I agree with them that the subs are just fucking delicious. Best subs. Any other chain, best subs.
I do not have a Publix near me.
No, you wouldn't. It's a southeast chain stores.
It's here in the States. It's just not. It's here in my state. It's just not near me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh God, they're reaching far.
Expanding,
Holy shit!
stretching.
God damn.
It's like when I saw Culver's.
Oh yeah, we've started getting Culver's in Florida.
Yeah,
like all over the place. It's great.
it is pretty good.
By great, I mean I've had it twice and went, yeah, it's all right.
It's pretty good. It's really salty, but you know,
it's
fast
fine.
food.
It's fine. You should. Have you ever been to a Checkers?
No, I don't think we have one.
Checkers has always been garbage burgers.
Oh,
Has always.
all right. Well, I guess I'm glad.
They're dog shit.
They're trash.
But they're good. They're good. You know, I think they're good. You know,
Huh? Wait, what do they serve?
burgers.
Trash isn't not good for you.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they're fine. I mean, it's all. I mean, they've also. Every fast food's gone to shit. You know.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's because they make their chicken with hate. And hate
Yeah,
is the
that's
tastiest
such-
ingredient of them all.
It's really delicious.
It makes
Right.
the chicken juicy. No, I understand.
Although I have my friends and I are starting to raise our brows when we go there because we're like, I'm pretty sure an actual 13-year-old child just gave me this burger.
Probably
So
some
I don't-
child labor laws.
There is definitely, dude. You want to hear the most disgusting thing ever?
Yeah, I love hearing about disgusting things.
Yeah.
Tasting myself
Oh, it's
right
great. So Chick-fil-A has this program where you can send your kids to work there after you pay them.
What?
What?
Correct. For like character building experience or whatever over the summer, you
Oh.
can send your kids to work at Chick-fil-A to give them experience and get that shit on their resume, I guess.
Are you fucking pitching me a Chick-fil-A internship right now?
A minor's fucking not even free internship. I pay you internship.
And here's the fucked up part. I don't think that breaks any laws because technically, you're not working. It's a program that you paid for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not being hired. No one says that the kids can't go into the mines.
Wow.
So I don't know how much I'll be eating Chick-fil-A in the future. And that's a shame because I really like their milkshakes.
Oh my god, their milkshakes are so good.
It's delicious.
Their waffle fries. I get
Yeah.
the chicken club. Feel guilty every time.
Oh,
I feel even guiltier
I'm hungry.
when I knew that.
But will that make the food taste better?
I don't know. Maybe like
Like
their
it feels-
dexterous fingers will be able to flip the burger faster.
No, not that. I feel
Oh.
like it's one of those things where you're just like, we're like, this is
Sits back
bad.
down.
Should we
Oh.
be doing this? And you're just like,
Makes you really stop and appreciate what we have. I say as I eat my grilled barbecue smokehouse
yeah. And I'm just
Chick-fil-A
like,
sandwich.
Hey,
And I'm just
Timothy, get over here. I need more sauce.
Timothy. Yes, my lord.
I'm just like,
Too much, you scamp.
I'm like, I should
Throw a chicken bone at him.
If anyone knows I'm eating this chicken sandwich, I'm sure as hell gonna get heat on Twitter. My career will be over. I take a bite out of the chicken sandwich. Oh my god. Sacrilegious sandwich. Oh.
So sinful yet.
I
looks
shouldn't
around.
be doing this.
Tasty.
Child labor made this sandwich. I shouldn't be doing this. Probably said a slur about the LGBTQ community while they made it. I shouldn't be eating this.
You know what?
You know, ooh, actually, real talk. There's a place near me that has amazing deals on DoorDash. Like I've been ordering it a ton because they give you like 50 to like 70% off.
I do have to interrupt. I am joking. Clearly, just so everyone's aware. So
Please be aware. Please do not cancel me.
Yeah, please don't cancel me. This was a humorous jest, as it were.
I just got a notification that segment, the last 30 seconds, had been clipped at least 15 times.
Was 15 times. It's up on Reddit. And then when people watch it, they go, Brett who? And then I go, yep, that was intended by design. Anyways, continue.
There's a place near me that does really good deals first off on DoorDash. Like it's like super worth. They give you like 50, 60% off basically. Super good. Not only that, it's basically like the equivalent of like a Raising Cane's, but they actually season their chicken.
Ooh.
Like there's like some actual like Cajun spices in their chicken.
Is this like a mom and pop shop or is this a chain?
I don't know. I think it's a chain. But not only that, they give you huge fucking portions.
Ooh.
Like like I order like chicken tenders, and like the chicken tenders you get from like KFC, fucking Raising Cane's, whatever, they're tiny, right? They're skimpy little things. I'm getting like actual like full on massive like chicken breast tenders. And they give you like 4 or 6 of them.
So since we're sharing like DoorDash like deals, like hidden deals that are like actually worth the fucking money. Do you know Carrabba's, the Italian restaurant? Okay, I don't know if that exists over where you're at then. Well, they started doing well, see if you can find it. They started a side DoorDash thing called Carrabba's Sandwich Bistro for their sandwiches to send out via DoorDash. And it's like,
wait, I've heard of this place.
Yeah. If you have access to it,
It's like Schlotsky's.
It's like $15, okay? But you don't just get this. First of all, you get this massive sandwich on this artisanal bread. It's like this beautiful artisanal restaurant quality sandwich with like, very just a lot of flavor, just really fucking good Italian sandwiches. But you also get to choose a side, which could be a side salad. It could be a soup. It could be a pasta salad. All this shit. You also get to choose a cookie, and you get a drink. And it all comes with that. And they'll send you, like with Italian restaurants, they'll give you like a little mini loaf of bread that they slice up. They'll send you a fucking loaf of bread that you can enjoy the bread as well. They give you a little packet of olive oil and a little container of a little container of spices. So you could like make a little olive oil dip and dip your bread in there, and $15.
Goddamn.
Like that. Yeah, I'm like, that's a crazy ass motherfucking deal. All of it preserves really well too. Like if you get like a pasta salad, you could like refrigerate that shit. And
I slam my entire fucking meal. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. You could absolutely do that too. But
They
yeah,
also
it's
they have the
Yeah,
best mac and cheese, like fast food
This-
mac and cheese that I've ever had.
this chicken place.
Yeah, it's called. So here's, it is called Crunchy Crispy Chicken is its name. The crunchy and the crispy are 2 Ks,
Nope.
and they refrained from making the chicken a K as well, which is fucking hilarious.
Like, huh?
Yeah, it's called Crispy Crunchy Chicken. They're
Way.
so my only complaint is that usually their roll that they give you is like a honey glazed roll. It's usually hard as a brick. Like it
Wait
is.
a minute.
It is not very good. But the chicken, oh,
Now-
succulent.
Everyone, hold up. Ah, damn. Well, I am happy to announce that Crispy Crunchy Chicken is near me, and I can DoorDash it.
Nice, dude. It's super good.
I'll have to give that a go.
Either that or the person who's working at mine gets laid every night because they are super generous with like every portion I get.
Dude, $9, like for $10. Hand-breaded, mildly Cajun spice fried chicken, regular side, and a honey biscuit. God damn, that's a good deal. That's a good deal.
It is like, again, they're like, hey, by the way, also not only that, not only is your meal usually like $13, 50% off.
Oh, look at the reviews. It's like a 2.8. Uh-oh.
Really?
Yeah. Chicken was overcooked. The grease they cooked it in was burned. Workers are high on drugs.
Damn, dude.
Those are-
Florida
those are-
sucks.
Those are 3 different reviews. Yeah, man. I mean,
Let's
there's
see, hold on.
only 6 reviews. Hold on. Well, let's see what DoorDash says. Let's see the DoorDash reviews. Okay. Ooh. 3.3. This place sucks. That's unfortunate.
Mine doesn't have any reviews.
The crispy chicken.
Oh, sorry.
KFC.
The one that's still open, that's a little further away, 4.5 stars.
Oh yeah, this one sucks.
119 reviews.
Why did
The one that's temporarily closed, 4 stars. 14
oh my
reviews.
God. You've broken my heart.
Try it, man. Maybe you'll get lucky. Or salmonella, you know.
Yeah, let me see what the Google reviews are for this one. Oh, this one has no reviews.
Oh, see, okay, so even the one I'm ordering from on DoorDash has a 3.6.
Okay.
It has 100 plus ratings. I'm telling you, man, I get
Okay.
delicious, like amazing chicken from it.
I mean, I will roll the dice. I will definitely roll the dice once I get once it's open. It's a shame it's closed right now. Cause yeah, this looks good. Tenders Crunch Box. Oh my god, yeah, this is like almost $12 for some tendies. Yeah, 4. I'm looking at 4 tenders. God damn.
You got that
Yes.
chicken today? Hell yeah. I went and got that one. I just went to that one. Nice. Dude, amazing. It's so cheap. Like, and
Yeah.
it keeps me full the whole fucking day. Dude, I also
Yeah.
got their shrimp one time. Their shrimp was okay. Their
Ooh,
shrimp,
that's a gamble. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
their
a
shrimp
gamble.
was okay. But it's really the chicken. The chicken's always juicy. It always has this like really nice spice.
Huh. Yeah, I'm looking at their chicken sandwich. So it's like $6.
Compared to like KFC's tenders, which is like
Ugh.
4 tenders for like 15 fucking dollars.
Dude.
I'm no longer going to like Popeyes or anything. I'm staying with fucking Crunchy Crispy.
Yeah, first of all, I'm never going to KFC again. KFC's chicken is garbage now. It's so gross. There was a chicken place near me when I lived in Burbank. That was so fucking good. The best fried chicken ever I've ever had in my entire life. There's so many like things that I had the best in my life in fucking Burbank, California, where I'm like, God, the food in Cali was insane. Not pizza though. Pizza, if you got pizza that didn't suck in California, that was a good pizza. Pizza in California, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but apparently no one can make a pizza in California.
It's mostly, I'm gonna be honest, it's mostly a West Coast thing.
You think it's a West Coast thing?
So the only good pizza I've had on the West Coast, and I love the West Coast, mind you.
Yeah.
West Coast, best coast. They are amazing with like Chinese food, Mexican food, all that
Everything
stuff.
else. Yeah, and like
pizza?
big giant melting pot. Yeah. Don't
There's
know what it
only
is about the
one
pizza.
good pizza place, and it was called Bellagio's, and it was a place I lived next to. And the reason it was good was because the dude who ran it, the franchise manager, whoever who ran it, wasn't from there. He
That's right.
he had moved over from like Rhode Island or some shit like that,
That's right.
and basically took over this place and was running it. And the pizzas were mwah. He'd always get like the edges nice and crispy. It was like the pepperonis were always super good. But every other pizza place, even the Domino's and the Papa John's and stuff like that, were like okay at best.
Yeah.
Their real seller, which I will always be sad that it's gone,
Oh no.
is the fucking bread bowl.
Ooh.
The Domino's.
If Domino's were smart, they'd have kept it. They'd have kept it.
Listen, I am thankful for my health that bread bowl is gone, because I would still probably be like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and order. I'm gonna order another one. That's what. Oh, okay. All right. Here's what it was. So this was in Burbank. It was called Gus's World Famous Fried Chicken, and it was good. If you are in the Burbank area, I actually think this has been franchised as well. Gus.
Oh, like it's starting to like spread out.
Last time I checked, there were multiple locations. Yes, there are currently like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 locations right now of this chicken in across the entire.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. There's a bunch of them in Georgia. That's pretty good. Like 4 of them. Oh no, there's more than. I'm sorry, not 9. I don't know how many there are. They're spread all out. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about 9. Yeah, so yeah, they're everywhere now. It was created in Tennessee. It arrived over in Burbank. It's best chicken. Best chicken. And it's like, you get the plastic plate with these beautiful chickens over here, and like the chicken itself is on a piece of white bread. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're eating at a genuine chicken joint. You get 2 sides, which are always good, and then their desserts. Like their pies and shit were also amazing. Like, holy shit. Yeah, if you ever have the chance to try Gus's world famous fried chicken, like, do it. See what's nearby. Fucking do it.
I do have a Carrabba's. I do have a Carrabba's near me.
Do you have one specifically that's like Carrabba's like sandwich bistro or something like that?
I did not have that. I just have Carrabba's Italian grill.
Gotcha. Well, if you look at DoorDash, see if there's a Carrabba's sandwich bistro, because that's their sandwich arm. I don't know if you can order the same thing from. I mean, you probably can order the same thing from Carrabba's Italian grill. You could probably get a sandwich.
I think we do have a Gus's.
If you got Gus's, you gotta get on that.
Let me double check.
Yeah. You gotta get on that shit. Dude, I'm going to next time I'm in Georgia, I'm getting Gus's. They got one at the Peach Tree. I drive through that when I vacation. So like, oh yeah, we're doing Gus's. We're definitely. Fuck yeah, man.
Crispy country chicken. Some chickens. Petra. I'm not seeing it on DoorDash.
Oh. I did have to go and pick up. I didn't get DoorDash from Gus's, so I don't know if they are. No. It should be on DoorDash because it says order now by DoorDash. So if it's not on DoorDash, then it might be too far.
It might be closed too. Although as I'm looking, I'm not seeing any pings for Gus's. So
Yeah.
what was it called again? Carrabba's?
Yeah, Carrabba's Italian Grill or Carrabba's Sandwich Bistro. I'm also not seeing the sandwiches on Carrabba's Italian Grill. To be so it's Sandwich Bistro. Today has just been filled with disappointment for everyone.
Yeah, I'm
involved.
not seeing nothing.
Listeners.
Well, just Pepe's sad
All right,
right
let's-
now, just looking down.
I'll be right back. I got pissed. I'm pissed with my sadness.
It's time for me to ascend to see what the party goers are doing. So I shall depart.
You got a party going on. Yeah, I am gonna go
Yeah.
get some dinner. So
Yeah.
this bear is gonna be by himself after he's done pissing.
No, he's got a bee. Look at that bee.
Where? Oh, I didn't even see the fucking bee. Oh, so
The
sorry.
fucking bee.
I
He's been
thought
kinda
well, it's, on
quiet.
it's on the head, so I kind of assumed. So
True.
well, buzz. I'll
Yep.
see you guys later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
back. Oh. I see. I was gone too long.
Yeah, everybody left.
Goddamn. They left immediately after you did. Oh, after I went to go fucking use the restroom? Goddamn. Oh, so be it then. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think I'm done for today. I think I'm gonna work on this a little bit more off stream. But we're gonna stream again tomorrow. On Sunday. We're gonna keep working on stuff. And go from there. Work on getting this sort of well, we're gonna have the layout, which is really nice. I was happy for that. And then kind of figuring out the designs and everything. But yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think of something else to say. I can't really think of anything. So I think I'm just going to call it there. All right. Say goodbye to chat, Bazeo.
Goodbye, chat.
I shall return. All right, gamers. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the stream. That's it for me tonight. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. We're gonna stream again tomorrow. We're gonna get back into the rhythm of streaming, and work on getting this game back up and running. Now that I actually have some creative energy, I just gotta work back into the creative energy. Is the only thing. It takes some time. Hopefully we'll get back to doing like 8-hour or 10-hour streams again. Because I miss those. I miss hanging out with everybody. Really getting like into the grid of world building. But yeah, that's it for me tonight. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Take care. And I will see you guys around. Goodbye, chat.